What up, everybody? This here is the S Tier Show. Welcome, everybody. I am Duke, of course, and as always, I am joined by my intrepid co-host. That is BK, and there's BK. There he is. Yeah. I didn't want to not include him here. All right, make sure that camera's all set up. Welcome, always everybody.
Included. Always here.
Yeah,
how the fuck we doing tonight?
Yeah, how's everybody hanging tonight? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for chilling in during our little opening stint there. If you saw anything moving on the screen, that was you. There was nothing moving. Don't worry about it. Just move on. Move in with your day.
Absolutely.
We got some new things, though, here on the S Tier Show that have always been new. We got a little subscriber count all the way up at the top there on our chat. So you might notice that little bar up there right there. And you might notice how it's, whoa, look at that! Alamander413, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Big time. Welcome to the S Tier Show. Hope you enjoy the content we got going on today. But you can notice that when they subscribe, that just popped up by a little bit there. That's because BK and I are trying to reach affiliate status. Right? And so what that means is we need 50 followers because you guys have been chatting, you guys have been here, you've been watching. We really appreciate that. But we do need some more followers to get up to that status. So that bar right there represents the amount of people that we need left to get up there, which we need 22, or we have 22 people, 44% of the way there to get to that goal. So we are so close to hitting that 50 subscribers, and we've set a goal for the beginning of the year that if we hit that goal by the beginning of the year, well, BK and I have something planned, but we're not going to let you in on it yet. But we got something pretty good planned. So yeah, I don't hold your sadness, but there will be something cool there. So make sure you follow if you haven't followed already, like our friend over there did as well, because that is just helpful to us in such a big way. But either way, welcome to the S Tier Show. We're here for some S Tier discussion, S Tier stories, news, reactions, and some advice today. So, I've been talking a lot. BK, how you doing? What's good with you? How you feeling? Yeah. I feel that.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I just like that.
Like, you just like that. I feel
that.
The
eagle is crazy. I fuck with that nigga.
No, I fuck with that eagle as well, you know? Like Alamander. Thank you, Al. I apologize for getting your name there. Alamander. But yeah, fuck with that eagle. I feel like that eagle today too as well. You know, I feel like I'm soaring, I'm high, I'm up on the sky, you know what I mean? I'm high on life, not on anything besides just the pursuit of just happiness and enjoying
and meth. That's all I'm high on.
And
life,
like plenty of meth.
And meth.
And meth. Mm.
Thank you.
Quirky.
Thank you.
Speaking of meth, I heard you went into town this weekend, huh?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of segue? What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, you know I'm really good at making my segues. Yeah. No,
I went into town and did meth.
You went into town, yeah. Hey, what's up, JCito? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. No, just that's like what you do when you're in town. You know what I mean?
Meth.
You like
so it was know me
the
for?
meth. Well, the meth was more to get you in town.
Right.
It's just what what anybody would do when they're just in town. Like they just hang out. They go to your friends.
You're like, meth.
You got meth? Yeah. Hey, you're gonna go see our meth boy. We're gonna see our meth guy. And like gonna get some hot, spicy.
Me in high school.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah, we're just going to go see our meth guy.
We're going to go see our meth
Come
guy.
on.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, sorry.
We're just going to go link up with our meth guy.
When will BK invite me to the show so I can cuddle? That's up to BK, honestly. We don't know. That's some behind the scenes content right there.
One day. We'll see. Jesito.
We'll see.
One of
you
these
heard it
Thursdays.
Here first.
One of these Thursdays. But yeah, I went into town. Did some stuff.
Yeah.
This weekend I was very active this weekend.
Good
Before
stuff.
we get into all that, how are you though?
You know what? I'm doing great. I appreciate that. I just had a good week working on some content here. Just cranking stuff out. Definitely not myself. Yeah, no cranking of myself happening. All just working on things.
That was so close. Like
convincing.
You were like on you tightrope You feel what I'm saying? You were
and I totally convinced you, and I nailed it, is what you're saying. Yeah. You're like, I was close to not convincing you,
right?
But then my dynamic words and my intelligent speech pattern just caught you onto it immediately, and you were like
that would have been bad.
Easy, yeah. That would have been bad. Almost
so weird.
Almost would have been weird there. You know what I mean? But now, not weird at all. But no, I've been great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But like, not busy like you have, my friend. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm busy boy. I'm very busy. Yeah. This weekend, with the help of Lothar and a lot of the guys, shouts out. Let me just go through the shout outs now. Shouts out Lothar. Shouts out Merrick. Shouts out Coffee House, Coffee Family.
Yep.
Shouts out Sean Dollar. Shouts
love.
out 777 Bando, SBK. Shouts out Jerk, GG Click for Life. Shouts out Lexi. Shouts out Kyle. Shouts out Lucas, and of course, shouts out Loath.
Yep.
Shouts out Cindy too. Shouts out Cindy. Cindy was there.
Shouts out Cindy. Cindy was there.
But this weekend, I, along with Lothar, directed and shot a short film that is going to accompany a piece of music I'm working on. Some would call that an album. I might call it a mixtape. It's an EP of sorts that I'm working on that will come out soon, hopefully.
I see what you mean. So this is like a companion piece for that EP, right? Like, because I think I remember you talking about this on the show before, where like it's tied to the album, where it's going to be part of the larger whole of the story, but it's not necessarily something that needs to be consumed as part of a whole, right?
Something
it's
to catch your eye and maybe bring you to the album, or other way around.
Exactly.
Maybe you might listen to the album and want to see more and go watch the short film.
Yeah, exactly. And be like, okay, let's check out like what's happening here. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see like what's going on in this whole larger picture and everything like that.
Absolutely.
And I love that, because it's like that tying that makes people go like, what is the story? And like, so you had that other music video that was part of this story, if I'm not mentioned, right? Like, not mistaken.
I won't say the name of the song.
Okay.
But I did integrate a music video into the short film.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's like that aspect of it too, where it's like, I don't want to say too much, because
no, don't worry. I didn't mean to spur you in a direction
like that,
if you don't want to spoil anything. Yeah.
I don't want to, but the song that the music video is for, that's in the movie, isn't on the album.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just a song that exists. I'm not gonna say. So I don't want to say what song.
Yeah,
but I think it's cool because it's like,
kind of unrelated, right?
Yeah. It's like I picked that song because it parallels closely to what I want to talk about. What I am talking about on this tape.
I see. Yeah. Because it is related.
Use that song as to like kind of bounce and relate, but
Bartender by T-Pain, isn't it? Yeah, he's right. He got you.
Want to put it on the tape because it would take away. It would make the tape about something I didn't want it to be about.
I know what
you
mean.
I mean? The tape is about me. It's about my life and my feelings and what I experience.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to put this song on the tape and have it like, you know what I mean, like clash with the entire work of art.
Take away
from it,
like
right? Heavily related to it. And when like the conception of the album started, that song was like the main single for it. So I just thought it was cool to like build that film around this song, because it's like that song was where the idea for this album like spawned from. And I've been working on this album for almost a year and a half.
Yeah,
like
wow.
2 years.
So, okay, wow, working on it for a long time. Yeah.
And in the meantime, I've been dropping songs and putting other tapes out and stuff. But this has been like, I want it to be really good. Like, I want
of course. Like put the real work in it.
Convey something with it. Like a lot of my other music is just like music, you know, just that. Yeah. So I didn't make a lot of music videos. I didn't really, not that I didn't promo it, but I didn't give it the space it needed to like be displayed. So
Yeah,
with
you
this,
didn't
I
let
wanna
it breathe,
showcase
right?
Everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna drop this tape, and then I'm gonna have all my promo lined up, like pre-scheduled, and I'm not gonna look at my phone. Like I'm gonna go right back to making another tape because like
The grind. I mean, you got to
just
keep
gotta
going
keep
on that
going.
momentum,
Yeah.
especially when you catch on to something, right? Like that's your
'cause,
opportunity to
I'm-
like really
I'm
get
onto
into it.
something. I'm about
Yeah.
to like do some crazy shit. I don't mean to flex or nothing, but I'm about to do some crazy shit. I'm about to do
No,
some
because
crazy
like,
shit.
well, there's one thing to say I'm flexing on like the things that I've gotten or the things that I've done, but it's another thing to say like, oh, I'm flexing on the fact that like I've worked really hard for this. You know, I'm working really hard. Like I'm gonna work hard on this, right? Like that's one thing to say. Like not necessarily flexing. It's like if you do it, then that's where it is, right? You know what I mean? There's where the proof is, right? So it's, at any
bro.
point, no matter what you're saying, it's like, oh, it's not flexing. That's just like, you know, an honest statement, right? So
And
you put in the work. You have the work. You have it to show. You now have this like this series that's just like, I mean, it's a vision. It takes a vision to really like tie that together.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were kind of getting into it a little bit before the show, and I was saying to you how like when I first started making music, I was a very rap conscientious person. Like I was very to the book with shit. I didn't rap over my own vocals. I didn't bring the same beat that was out on platforms to a show. I'd bring a whole different beat made for performing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
All that, like I was super like pure to the art. Like
You
I
wanted to
was
be
the art.
really in on
I'm
it.
the
Yeah.
artist. I'm the main goal. And my thinking transitioned over that time where it's like, yo, if I take a more like overseeing role and less of a in the mix role and try and take myself out of like that main person kind of scenario,
Yeah.
I feel like I can encapsulate a whole different audience and show them like different shit. So with
Yeah,
this
just
tape-
really go with the vibe, right?
Yeah.
Not with your mind, I suppose.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yo. Exactly. And yeah, so with this tape, I'll say the name. The tape's called Nostalgia 2412.
Nostalgia 2412. I liked it. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. It's about just that nostalgia that I felt when I was living on 2412. 2412 is the number of the apartment I used to live in when I was growing up in Delaware.
I say
So it's a bunch of songs, and I pulled a bunch of like old ass lyrics to like that I wrote when I was a kid to
I like
create
it, yeah.
songs now
Bringing it
over
back.
all of Jerk's production. And I'm gonna have I know, right?
It's
I
a
know,
sequel
right?
to the Rush album,
Right.
2112.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Niggas
just
don't
going
know
further
that.
than they ever did. You're like, no, it's 2412 actually.
And yeah, so it's older bars that I like not revamped because I took like 1 or 2, 3, 4 meaningful stanzas and then recreated new songs around them, new verses, new hooks, all that over Jerk beats, all the Jerk production. Shouts out Jerk.
Shout out Jerk. Oh yeah, big time. Best
and-
one of the best producers around here.
With that thought in mind of wanting to create something that's bigger than just like me being an artist, I tap in with Lothar. I want you to do all my visuals. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. He's my guy. He's my brother. Shouts out Lothar.
Shout out Lothar.
So
One of the
it's
best in
like-
the biz for that. Yeah.
So it's like one of the main themes of this tape is love, keeping it in the family, that nostalgic feeling you felt when you were with your brothers, like when you're sitting there and you're like, holy like there's a meme where it's like when you're having a good time and you kick back and you realize, oh shit, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
It's like
Like,
it's
oh, these
about
are the good
those
times, uh-oh.
right? But it's also about because
Yeah.
nostalgia, like in my opinion, you look up the Webster Dictionary definition, it might say some other shit, but my opinion, nostalgia is good and bad, right?
Yeah, I
Nostalgia
believe
can be
so.
sickly sweet, right? So I have a bunch of songs on there as well that are that like I feel like convey that sickly sweet feeling of nostalgia, right? Thinking of a loved one who passed, or thinking of, you know, the one who got away, or an ex-girlfriend, or thinking about,
I like that.
man, I could have handled this
Yeah.
situation differently. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of songs. I don't want to say a lot. It's a small tape. There's
A lot of heart.
there's a wide breadth of a lot of things.
Yeah.
You'll see things like I've already done, but like in my same style that everyone knows and loves. But you'll also see where like the evolution comes up from like the very first, like real fans know VR Lost Files 1 and 2 and like 1.5 technically, like all that. Like you're gonna feel that influence coming into this and then moving forward into like my other stuff, because after Nas 2412 there's no more there's VR Lost Files 1, there's VR Lost Files 2, and then there's Nas 2412.
Okay.
That's the trilogy. That's it. This
Okay.
is done.
Yeah.
And I'm moving into a whole different like.
But I like that. You know what I
era
mean? Because
style
like you don't need to don't grind yourself down too far on
Yeah.
one thing, right?
This-
like open
this
yourself
style
up to
of music I've been doing is
opportunities. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I like that though, like,
But-
because this is your chance to move on, right?
That's
Yeah.
not saying I'm not gonna extrapolate from, you know, because I love that.
No.
sound I made.
Yeah.
That
You don't have to. You don't have to
sound we
stop
made.
doing it, right?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull. That's not saying I'm not gonna pull from that, but going forward, you're gonna hear a lot more different.
I think
shit
you
from
could
me.
do some R&B shit. I feel like you'd be really good at doing some very smooth jazz.
I'm
like,
smiling because
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah. No shit, really? Yeah. Like spot on. Like
Yeah,
wow. All right.
This
Yeah,
next tape. I'll say something about the next tape. My fault.
Yeah,
I'm
because you're gonna
smiling
like
'cause
you're gonna
it's
hit me
cool.
up on this, right? Yeah. Like, I'm
cool.
gonna help you on this one, right?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm drawing. I got to, bro. I'm waiting for pieces to align. I need a couple months. I'm waiting for samples, stems, etc.
Well, you gotta finish, wrap the first thing up
Right.
before you
Nah, but
get into
that
don't
too,
follow
but
my
like-
ass on this one. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm the kind of person where like I get excited about creating
Oh,
universe,
yeah.
this universe of music. That's what drives me. Like I love creating an entire like thoughtscape.
Yeah,
where
right?
like you
Yeah.
can really immerse yourself into something and be like, I can feel where this person came from at this point in time. So like
yeah.
that's
You'd
like
love
my
D&D if you ever
main
played it.
thing with music is like
Yeah.
creating like an imagination realm.
Mm-hmm.
So I get really excited when I get into my thoughts and I think of like a cool concept.
Yeah.
And like I can't stop myself from like dropping everything I'm doing and going to like write that concept out, top like all the bones.
It's like let's go.
bones,
Let's
all
get into
thing.
it right now. Yeah.
So, and that's my biggest problem with music is that I get so excited about wanting to make other shit
Yeah.
that I'll like drop projects like that.
Oh yeah. Big way.
That's
Yeah.
the main reason this tape took so long, because I was getting keyed into all these different vibes and all a bunch of different shit and like evolving and like
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
you'll- like you'll hear
Learning.
that
You get your
on
bits
this
and
tape,
pieces, right? Yeah.
right?
I feel that in a big way with music. Like any music that I've done, any song that I've ever written, like I have tons of music. It's just unreleased, like, you know, bits and pieces here and there for that exact reason. Because like maybe in a particular moment I wanted to work on funk or songwriting or jazz or this style or that style, this thing that I've heard, that thing that I heard. You know, there's like something that inspires you in the world, and you get so far into it, and then you just drop it, and like,
For real.
but then, you know, there's like that one thing that you did release, you know, at least on my end, is like, oh, I had this bass line, this drum line, this lyric set that were all unfinished, and I was just like, what if I just like, and it worked, you know what I mean? And then it's like, all right, perfect, science, you know, delivered, send it off, you know. But that there's so many things that like I get what I need to out of it, and then I'm just like, okay, I want to move on to the next thing, because not because I feel like the project is over or I feel like I don't like it anymore or
yeah.
anything, but just I'm like,
You
I'm ready
gained
to
what
learn
you
my
needed
next
from it.
thing.
You
Yeah,
gained what
exactly.
you
I'm
needed
ready
from
to
it.
like,
Exactly.
I'm ready to get on to my next.
I have so many tapes
my
like
next
that. Like
project. Yeah.
Real fans know this. The Feelings tape,
Yep. Yeah.
that shit deaded. It's never coming out. You're never gonna hear the Feelings tape.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's
It's
just
not
gonna happen.
happening.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Whoops.
Like that's not happening. It's not. You're not hearing it. Like it's one of those tapes that like I made it in the time because I needed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not music that people need to hear.
But that's okay, right? Because
Yeah.
that's one of those things that comes out in your documentary later.
You know, exactly.
Yeah,
That being
exactly. So, you know,
said-
yeah.
That
Save
being
for the
said,
future, yeah.
With all the music I make going forward,
Yeah.
every bit of it is going out from this point forward.
Don't let perfect
Every
be the
piece
enemy
of it
of
is going
done,
out.
right? You know what I mean? At a certain
It's not
point,
even
yeah.
that. It's not even that. Bro,
What do you got? What do you got?
I'm not even trying to talk shit. Every single, like, bro,
I'm trying to move this
Bro.
camera up right now for
Bro.
you.
bro,
Bro. You got that whole sound effect library right there. Don't forget if you want to
Bro,
you
you're
want to
right.
pop off for a second.
you're right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm not even trying to like, I'm just being real.
Be real. Be
being
real.
real.
Be real.
Bro, look, I'm gonna be honest. I am not saying I'm the best local rapper in the area. That's not what I'm saying.
No, definitely not.
Let me just preface that by saying that that's not what I'm saying. I will say that out of all the local rappers in the area, I figured this shit out to such a formula. There's nobody right now,
Who can
who's
crank it
gonna
as fast as you?
Pause. Who's gonna out-rap me? There's no one out here who's gonna. When it comes to like really talking my shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no one who's doing it like me.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to try, again,
when I
email
say
us.
that-
JCito? Yeah, email
When I
us.
say that, I mean that.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course you do.
I'm
yeah.
really rapping out here.
Yeah.
Everything I'm putting out from this point forward, I'm rapping. Like before, all right, I'll say this. Before, I was not a conscious rapper. I was just rapping.
Okay. Yeah. You're just kind of getting out
This
there, right?
tape-
Yeah.
Semi-conscious.
Okay.
Everything
yeah.
going forward, fully conscious rap, nigga.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Fully conscious rap, nigga.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Fully
Yeah.
conscious rap, nigga.
Yeah.
Fully conscious.
Fully
I'm wide the
conscious.
fuck awake.
Wide awake.
I'm
Woke.
not sleeping.
Even. No sleeping in here. Yeah. That's right.
No
Get out of bed,
sleeping.
sleepyhead.
I'm wide the fuck awake.
Yeah. Wakey, eggs and bakey, motherfucker.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You know what I know what the fuck I'm talking about. These
what the
fools
fuck I'm
know what you're talking about. Ain't that right, chat? You know what they're
the fuck
talking
I'm
about.
Real rap shit.
I will not
real
email
GG click
Duke. I will
shit.
show
Your
up
real,
to-
your real URL shit, nigga.
That's fine too, JCito. Honestly, we'll still stream it. Either way, it's good content for
And
us.
I will
so
wrap
like,
circles around you, Jay.
that'd be awesome. I'll get a handheld
Wrap
camera at that point.
Circles around you.
I'll get like a face
I will
cam.
have you
Just like,
spinning. Like genuinely. Like there's people out here, I'll say it. There's people out here, they're better at making beats than me. They're better at putting a song together than me. They're better at promo than me. They're better at concepts than me, right? They're better at engaging with people than me. There's people who are better than me at a lot of things, and that makes them the best, like the better local rapper than me. But when it comes to rapping,
yeah,
when it comes to rapping,
the art of the poetry, the rhythm and the poetry. You know what I mean?
no
You
one
sow
out
the
here
seeds.
is
Yeah,
better than
exactly.
I will wrap circles around you. I'm the best rapper out here. My rhyme schemes unmatched.
Yo, what's up? We got a
Sorry.
first time chatter in here.
Sorry about the rant.
Kuba's I'm sorry.
Kuba.
Kuba Zio Como saying Jay Schmuto in here. Jay Schmuto. I apologize. I don't understand the reference
Ayo,
to
Kuba.
that. Yeah.
Ayo, Kuba.
Kuba.
Where your Denver Nuggets jeans at, nigga?
Where you this is
Your
a boy we
Denver's
know.
Nuggets jeans on,
He knows
nigga.
the Denver John.
Put your
Yeah,
Denver
the
Nuggets jeans
Denver
on,
joints. Yeah.
Put your Denver Nuggets jeans
Oh yeah.
on.
JCito and Kuba, thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you chatting. That's a big way. Very much appreciated.
Put them jeans
Yeah, it looks
on,
like
boy.
Kuba and JCito are gonna pop in. They're gonna rap battle you.
Nah, Kuba
Yeah,
and Jay.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
say
gonna
this.
take you down.
Probably some of the drippiest niggas I know.
Oh really? Yeah.
I won't lie.
Oh cool.
They drippy. And I be drippy.
yeah,
They
you
drippy.
do. You do be drippy. You
be
drippy.
drippy.
Yeah. But like they be
give
drippier.
them
Yeah.
that. I'll give them that.
All right.
I'll give it to you.
I love that. I'd love to see that.
One,
If
you
you
better
can't
come
tell.
here stepping in, slipping and sliding all over the hardwood covered in sauce. You feel me? Pause. Not in a weird way, just in like a way of like, a lot of drip and like nice clothing.
Just slipping and sliding on that drip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Pause.
exactly.
Give me one of those.
Yeah. Give him one of the, hit him with a pause.
Say that.
Appreciate that, Kuba.
But yeah,
Big way.
sorry about the rant. That was crazy.
No, it needs to be said. You know what I mean? This is your soapbox, my friend. This is the S tier show. We are S tier presenters. Like, we are dropping some S tier truths on everybody here. Speaking of that, we got some news we want to talk about here today. Just like general kind of like news of the world, or we also have some advice from some advice threads online. So I figured we could tear into either some news stories first, or we could tear into some advice threads first and give these fools some waking up. So, what do you feel, Bay-K? What you think?
Let's get into some news.
Let's get into some news. All right, cool. So let's pop over. We're heading into some S-tier news here. These are today's top headlines as determined by Bay-K and your boy, right? First up, Bay-K dropped this one on me, so he's going to have to educate me about what's going on here. Senator fight. Apparently there was a senator fight, or like almost a senator fight, or something happened with that. So like, what's up?
Clip up.
I don't. Did you send me the clip?
I sent it to you on Discord.
All right, hold on. Let me pull that up.
While we're waiting for him to do that, how we feeling, chat?
Yeah, chat. How we doing?
Chatterino.
Can I not full screen?
Hold
this
up.
shit
Let me
on
see.
this?
Let me do my XQC impression. Hold on.
Yeah, you got it. You got to do it.
Chat, what the fuck is going on, Chat? What are you doing, Chat? Chat. What the fuck just... Chat. Tell me what the fuck just happened, Chat. Hold on.
That fucking guy, honestly, like,
He be sitting like this.
yeah, straight up, like, he looks like no offense, but he looks like Hitler when he was on meth during the Olympics in the,
what the fuck is going on,
30s. You ever see that one? Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, Chat?
When he was like tweaking out
Chet,
on the
what are we doing,
chair,
Chet?
like that's what he looks like all the time.
Bro, that's what gambling does to you.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's what happens
wait-
when you
can't
just
wait to
ride that
gamble and
wave
be
that
like
hard.
him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what pipeline to gambling
gamble.
is XQC. Yeah,
Don't gamble.
Don't
unless
gamble,
you're 21
please.
years of age and have like a good job.
just don't gamble. Like you're probably good. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
I
you're-
gamble. I personally gamble because I'm 22 years old.
That's
I have a
fair.
decent
You're
job,
you're
I live
allowed.
right.
Yeah, and you make
I
your own money. You
here and
gamble
there,
your
right.
money.
I gamble my
Right, yeah,
money
yeah.
that I make at my well-paying job. Like
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like I'm a well set, and if you know I'm right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
gamble
yeah.
if you're in a bad place in your life. That's weird.
This JCito, this studio isn't the mythical church. I don't think so, but it is a mythical church. We do practice some cult traditions,
Whoa.
like some
Mashallah,
sacrifices and
alhamdulillah.
stuff. So like, yeah, like definitely if you're looking for any kind of like cult activity or whatever, like definitely come by the studio. We'll see that there. But in the meantime, we
I
do.
know about that.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but like we do have the video up here as well.
Pause. I didn't know there were cult shit going on. Let's
Oh yeah. You
didn't know that.
You didn't see that on the way up? You didn't like check that?
Nah, I wasn't hit.
It's fine. We'll show you next time. So
All right,
let me pause the music.
Yeah.
All
Play
right.
this
What do we
shit.
got here?
It said standing on business in the Senate is crazy. It's hilarious.
Oh, sorry.
You got sound? Oh yeah, there we go.
I don't think so.
in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company myself.
He's
My
turning shit up.
wife was.
Oh,
right
this
in the
guy looks like
office
he's gonna get into a fight. Yeah.
because I sure remember working pretty hard,
popping.
long hours.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
Pretends like he's
Let's.
Like my board is just quiet.
Not really, honestly. I mean, I can kind of like. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I got this. It's gonna be a little louder.
self-made. What a clown.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy.
Crazy.
Sir, this is a time, this is a place.
Yo,
Wow.
hold
Your
on.
mouth.
Hold on.
So what's happening
That's
here? Can you
crazy.
describe
So-
this? Like,
so
yeah,
what just happened was
yeah,
there was a message that another dude
another
said,
senator.
like to someone else.
Yeah.
And that person was like, that's crazy to say. Like, you're
Yeah.
weird. And I think sent it to him. Or like, it just got to him. It got back
Yeah,
to him, right?
yeah.
And so he's like, he's a real nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
he's like, Senator Mullen.
Senator Mullen. Senator Mullen. That's a real ass
Scott
nigga.
Mullen or
Senator Mullen, right? He was like, I'm not about to let this bitch ass nigga G check me. Like, you know, I'm not about to let this bitch ass nigga
Yeah, yeah.
talk shit.
Yeah,
like,
say this
outside to other niggas in my clique.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This nigga talking shit about me to my clique.
Are you
That's
serious?
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'll take
what
the
he
fuck down.
does then, which is a real nigga movement.
Yeah.
And what you're about to see, guys, what we're about to walk into, even though these are two white men, we're gonna see a nigga moment. Real quick. We are gonna see a nigga moment. In
Yes.
3 seconds.
Oh, I'm so ready.
So
Yeah.
my man Senator Mullen,
Yep.
he just read the message out loud and said,
Yeah. This is a time and, place.
what bro had said was,
Yeah.
anytime and place, I smack the shit out of the gang. Word to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mother. Right?
Signed Senator. What's his
Word to
name?
my
Yeah.
mother. All that, right?
Yeah.
So Senator Mullen's like, nigga, word, pull up. We
All right.
here. We outside. Bro.
We're here. This is a time
Ain't no
and a
fanfare.
place.
Nigga,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got cameras. I beat your ass in front of camera. 2 men. We make a decision. So let him spit, and I'm gonna tell you to pause it at the end.
All right.
We can be 2 consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine.
Pause it. Pause it.
Okay, that's fine. He says.
he
Okay,
said-
that's
he said,
fine.
we can be 2 consenting adults. We can solve it right here. Look
Amazing,
Look at the 2
yeah,
ladies
yeah.
in the back. Look at the 2 ladies in the back.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
Girl, I did not know he was gonna do that when I told him.
Yeah, exactly. He described it differently. I think.
She's literally texting like,
Yeah,
yo,
she's like, oh,
we
shit,
might
yeah,
need
yeah.
security here. When I was talking shit, Senator Mullen took it to heart, and now he about to do something. That's what she's texting me right now.
Like shit. Yeah, shit's about to go
what she's
down.
texting right
Like,
now.
yeah, be careful. Like, yeah.
Right? So
This
he
time
says
and
to
place.
him,
You're right, Tyler.
Hey yo, right here. Word to my mother. Let's
Mm-hmm.
stand. I'm standing on business. This is the time and
time.
place. We 2
Yeah.
real ass men. Let's scrap this right now. And what did he say as a response? He was like,
Oh, he's like, I'm okay with that.
he
Yeah,
was
he was like, I'm
oh,
okay
okay.
with that.
So
Yeah, I'm
let me
okay with
translate
that.
that. He said, "Word to my nigga."
yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
Honestly,
he's like,
the
I'm
other
alright
nigga
with
is
that. Yeah.
low key a real nigga too.
Yeah, truly.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
low-key a
Because
real
he's
nigga
he's
too.
like, whatever.
Because-
I'm here. Like this is it. You're right. Like, who cares about the camera? Who
Because-
cares about our jobs?
because
You
he's-
called me out
Yeah.
here. Oh, can I interject with a quick story
Yeah,
once?
yeah.
Some guy, like, one time I was driving through traffic and this
Yeah.
guy was like up my ass in a merge, right? And I flipped him off because he was up my ass, right? And then just because of that, just based on that, nothing else. I literally, like, he was up my ass. I did this. And then I did this. And then I saw him zoom out from behind me in traffic, pull into a D'Angelo's nearby, and then get out of the car and stare me down. Like he was going to fight me on that one, right? And you know what I did? I laughed. Because I was like, there's no fucking way
Laugh
that
at
I'm
that
going to
nigga.
go out and like fight you in a D'Angelo's parking lot over fucking nothing.
I'll tell you this
right?
right
So
now,
like,
though.
I will say that. It's like one of those things where like, hey, I get it. But like, you know, at that
but
point,
yo,
like
but
you
yo,
don't always
real
need to
shit.
be challenged.
Real shit. He's the
Yeah.
nigga you pressed.
Yeah, yeah.
You flipped him off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was ready to stand on business.
He was ready. He was raring. It was 6 p.m. on a Wednesday night. It was like,
was
don't
ready
you
to
gotta go
stand
home
on
for
business.
dinner or something? Like, what are you doing fighting random dudes in a D'Angelo's parking lot? Like, go home. Like what are you doing?
Nigga was ready to stand on business.
Oh man, that's true. Okay, yeah. Maybe that made me a coward there. Honestly, yeah.
So, again, to translate,
Yeah, yeah.
because again,
Get back to it.
They both real niggas. Senator Mullen,
It's
a
true.
real nigga.
It's
the
true.
nigga he talking to a real nigga too.
Yeah.
Because he stood on his shit. He talks shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, he got caught. He was like, I ain't gonna bitch out now with all these cameras and everybody here.
Yeah.
He was like, bet we can do that, bro. I'm a word too, my nigga. Like I'm with that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm in on
So-
it. Whatever you're doing,
So play the clip.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
you want to do it
Pause
now.
it. Pause it.
This is
Look
the
at that
guy,
nigga, Mac
Mr. O'Brien.
Where Mac? Yo, what the?
I'll do it right. Look at how serious this man is. Look at how he is already snarling. He's foaming at the mouth. And look at
ready
the
to
guy
go.
behind him. Do you see the ball guy with the beard behind him?
Yeah.
Who's like smiling ear to ear.
He's ready for
He's
beef.
so excited. He's like,
He's
man,
ready
I
for
didn't
beef.
expect a WWE match when I went in here today. Like,
He's ready for beef, bro. Like, And I'm with that.
Oh yeah, I'm so with that. I'm
with
Yeah.
that.
No, I like
wish they let
fighting
these
in my
niggas fight
Senate.
right there.
Yeah.
Bro, take your coat off. Take that little pin off your lapel. Let's
Oh,
go.
did they
Box the chop?
But did they? I want to see. Oh, did they?
So
did
Mac
they,
O'Brien was like, yeah, nigga, I'm with that. They cut to him, showed his whole face, dome
Yeah.
shining. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, he's like,
boom. What's next?
Up then.
You stand your butt up. Say a solution every problem.
and like the girl behind's laughing. She's like, oh, because they're like, I'll stand. You stand your butt up. You stand your butt up. It's
He
like,
said, stand your butt up right now.
I'll stand your
Let
butt
me
up, buddy.
translate that.
Yeah.
He said, all right, what's up, then, little nigga? What's up? Run the shop, little nigga.
straight up,
Run
yeah.
the one, real nigga. Little nigga.
Stand your
Little real
butt
nigga,
up
then-
right
then
now.
Stand up. Shut up, right? He said, nah, you stand your shit up. Because personally, right?
Yeah.
Here's where Senator Mullen lost.
Yeah.
He lost this fight. I'm just going to say it. He lost this fight, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Here's why. Because as
Sebastian,
a man,
thanks for popping in.
as a man, as a grown man, right?
Yeah.
I would never let another man tell me what to do.
That's
I
where the
would
fight
never
starts. That's where
have
it
a
comes
grown-
in.
Another
Yeah,
grown
yeah.
man be like, stand up, little nigga. And I stand up. Hell no. I would never let that shit happen. That's the most suspect shit I've ever seen in my life. I would never let that happen. Me personally, wouldn't do it.
In front of everybody, in front of
Every
like not
cameras.
only like the whole Senate, the cameras, your family, like
Bro.
God, the country, like
What's that? You
this is
know my
on
dad.
record. There's stenographers. They're writing stuff down
They writing it
actively
down.
while that's happening. They're being like, and this guy did not stand up when provoked. He was there for a little bitch. Like, yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
that was,
I'm not
it's
letting that
easy.
shit go down.
No, you can't let that.
Hell
shit
no.
slide. No.
If,
Hell no.
if I was Senator Mullen and I said, stand your little butt up right now, boy.
Yeah.
And then
Stand your-
Senator, what's his
stand your
name?
butt up right now.
Mac
yeah.
Brown?
Mr. O'Brien, I think it
Mr.
was.
O'Brien,
Mr.
Mac Bryan,
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Yeah.
If he said some shit, he was like, nah, you stand up. I would have been like, shut the fuck up, little nigga. Yeah. You stand up. You was talking that shit. Stand the fuck up.
Yeah, like,
Do
what are you
something.
doing?
That's what I would have done. Me
Tyler
personally.
Nocturne likes the sound effects. Says keep the sound effects.
Shut up, little nigga. I decide when sound effects come out. You don't tell me what to do, little nigga. I run this shit. These are my sound. This is my soundboard. I'm
Locked.
touching this shit. Pause. I'm touching it. Me. Anyway, as I was saying, as a real nigga, Senator Mullen, he lost here.
He lost.
He lost this fight.
So what
Even though
happens? What happens next?
Even
What
though he
like-
pressed him, he
Yeah.
lost this fight, in my opinion. But let's see what happens.
Yeah.
No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Actively. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Bernie? Yeah.
Can I respond?
Mr.
Hold
Chairman.
it. Hold it. If we can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Hold
no,
it.
Yeah,
no, shut up.
We're not,
No.
we're not doing. I have the mic.
Look, I lost a lot of faith in
No.
Bernie recently, but that's a pretty cool move where he's like, "You're a senator. Come on, you can't. No boxing in here." Like,
But Bernie's
Bernie's ready to
jump.
yeah.
It down.
Bernie's like the best like high school dean. He's
Yo,
like, "I'll come in
Bernie
there. I'll
held it
kick your
down.
asses.
Let
Each
him
and every
go."
one of y'all teach you
He literally
respect."
was like, "What the fuck, nigga?"
Yeah. Like, what are you? Shut up.
Let me translate what Bernie said. What the fuck, nigga?
Yeah.
We at work, nigga. Sit the fuck down, nigga.
Yeah.
Word
yeah.
two.
Be
Word
professional.
two. Every black person has that other black coworker who be like, "Nigga, sit the fuck down."
Yeah.
That's what Bernie
Like,
just
don't,
did.
Don't do it. Like, don't. It's
Bernie,
not worth
right?
it. It's not worth it.
Bernie just seen a nigga moment happen. Bernie just seen a nigga moment happen, right?
Yeah.
And then like Uncle Iroh getting hit by lightning.
Yeah. Redirects.
Yeah, U.S. senators, sit down.
Now is
Crazy.
not the time for this.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Insane. So is that pretty much it? He just tells him to sit down, and then they like.
Self-made.
Yeah,
They
he
just, like,
told him to
calm
sit
down,
down, and then that's where the clip ends. That's the whole clip. That's the clip I saw. But these memes are
Bernie,
great.
Bernie too old to be doing this.
These memes are great too. These are
Say
pretty
that shit
good.
ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga.
Say that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga.
Yeah, straight up.
ain't
He's
got
straight up. He's like, seriously. He's like, come on, yeah. He was really standing on business. It's true. He was
Nah,
like,
play the-
yeah, come on. You want to go?
Play the
Like,
Drewski clip
Do with me,
again.
gang.
I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga.
I say that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga. You had
I say that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, gang.
So real.
oh, that's so funny.
So real. I'm Drewski and the URL group chat
Yeah.
It's the other guy. Be like, that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, you a bitch.
Yeah, train took by Birdman.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, we got to talk
Like
about that
he's
because that clip
self-made.
is hilarious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's a clip at Drewski's got his chain took by
Yes,
Birdman.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to find it right now, bro.
All right, send that off to me.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna find it
I'm
right
very
now, bro.
excited to see that. So here, we pop back some music in on this.
Drewski.
Oh, wow. Hey, thanks everybody for popping in for the S Tier show so far. I hope you've enjoyed the content. We were just checking about some news story here. We were talking about there was a senator fight recently in US News. It looked like it was Senator Mullen versus another guy. We don't exactly have the specifics of that. You know what? Actually, I'm curious. I'm going to Google the specifics of that real quick while we check out that clip that AK's looking up here real quick. So
I got it right now. I'm about to send it to you.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, send it off. Send it off.
That's in your Discord right now. But I also got background info.
Yeah, go for it, because I'm looking up some as well, so go for it. Yeah, while I'm pulling up the next clip.
How the fuck we doing, chat?
What's up, Chad? Chat.
Chat. What the fuck is chat?
Don't forget, follow us if you're not already followed. We appreciate it very much. We need to hit that 50 follower goal by the beginning of the year so we can make that affiliate status, start getting some ads on here, start making some money, and do it more regularly. We got more phenomenal guests coming up this week and next week on Thursdays. Send us if you have any problems or issues or advice or discussions or just want to say anything. Pop in, say hi, whatever. We do have an email up there, the stiershow@gmail.com. We have an Instagram as well. Follow the show at the stiershow on Instagram. So follow us there as well. So thanks so much for popping in, everybody. It's so great to have you here.
Follow, please. Follow, please. Follow, please. Yes. Why the fuck aren't you following me? Yeah. Hey. Why? We just gotta follow. Why the fuck aren't you following me? We just gotta follow. Yeah.
Look.
Oh.
We spit some ill shit.
Tell them why we follow.
Why the fuck you ain't following the S Tier show? You know we got S Tier content, S Tier hoes. You know we got S Tier smoke, S Tier dro. Yeah, you know how we do it here. Kicking back on the all black casting couch. Yeah, I'ma get your girl, bring her over to my house and rip open her blouse. But that's not related to this. I'm giving out that S Tier content.
S tier content.
Yeah, giving out that S Tier content.
S tier content.
S Tier dick too, baby. Yeah, S Tier.
S tier content.
S Tier content, baby. You know the fuck type of time we on.
S tier flow.
Look, every morning I wake up and I look at the news and then I hit up my little homie Duke and I be like, hey yo, this shit is kinda riveting. Don't you think it would be really interesting? If we took this shit down to the show and really broke it in. He was like, yup. And I'm like, word. Yup. So then I pull up to the spot, we put it on the screen. Then I make a mean face like, yeah. Then I act like me. On the screen, on your fucking TV. A lot of niggas out here streaming this shit to the television straight from the road.
None like you and
you know
me.
how niggas be doing this shit every day. All my niggas out here keeping all these sticks every day. All my niggas out here streaming out on Twitch and YouTube too, nigga. So make sure you following at the S Tier show, nigga. We got S Tier content, nigga. We got S Tier flows, nigga. We got S Tier hoes, nigga. We got S Tier bows, nigga. And honestly, if I was Senator McMullen, I would've just hopped the table and beat that nigga. Yeah.
Black bottle subscribe.
Yeah. This
Black
the
bottle
S Tier show,
subscribe.
baby. Look.
Black bottle sub. Black bottle sub. Black bottle sub. Black bottle sub. Black bottle subscribe. If you not fucked and following us and subscriber low key, you kinda sus. If you not following as a subscriber, low key, that's sus.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah, low key, no auto-tune is crazy.
No
auto-tune is
auto-tune.
crazy.
Don't need it. Going in raw, baby. That's how we do it here on the S Tier Show.
Pause.
Anyways, I got that clip up here, right? So this is
No. Cut the music. Pause.
cut the music. What?
Bro, you said we're going in what? Bro, you said we're going in what?
It was the heat of the moment, baby.
Bro.
I just got passionate.
Bro,
I don't know what to say.
Heat of what?
It was the heat of the
of what
moment. I just got
moment?
passionate. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Pause.
I just wanted to throw it out there as an idea.
Pause.
You know, don't feel like you have to. No pressure or anything like that.
The heat of the moment. The heat of the moment. Who?
I just, you know,
Who?
if you wanted to.
Who?
No pressure.
Pause.
Play the music.
Play the music, bro.
This
That
is
was
this is Birdman telling Drewski to take off his Could Have Been Records chain.
Nah, and make sure the volume up.
Yeah, volume up on this one.
Bro, I swear to God. Oh, come on. No.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Holy shit!
Hold on.
It's like watching 6 linebackers come at you.
You see the comment?
Which one is it?
Drewski ain't stand on business.
And then Screen standing on business. No, he getting the fuck out of there.
Bro,
I thought he fell down the stairs, but he just booked it. He just took off.
Well,
That's
bro,
so
there was like a
funny.
little someone fell and then they just got up and ran. And that nigga had Drewski's train. I thought it was Drewski that fell, but it was the nigga that snatched it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So play it. You see Drewski's clay. This is the funniest part. Keep playing it. These niggas just calmly walking away.
They just like walking back in the
They're like,
aftermath.
shit, yeah, they took his chain.
Yeah,
Anyway,
fuck.
let's
All
go
right,
back
well.
to the party. Play it one more time, just for posterity.
All right. So like, yeah. So set
the clip.
set the scene here for a second first.
So,
Yeah.
so this, as you can see, we see Drewski.
Yeah.
You'll see him in a second once we play the video. We see Drewski and his clique.
Yeah.
And bodyguards on top of Birdman and his friends, as well as I would assume some bodyguards are there as well.
Okay.
They're having an altercation of some sort.
Yeah,
Now, I've seen Drewski and Birdman altercate before online, right? But
Happens,
I thought
yeah.
it was just that internet beef. Drewski's a good, he's a comedian. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's like when you see Drewski and some shit, you assume it's some like funny ass hood satire comedy shit.
Yeah. Something funny that's not like not
So
like
it's
anything actually
so it's
crazy.
Like TMZ released this, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" I seen it on Shader Room. I was like, "What the fuck? This is crazy." And I thought it was fake even then as I was watching it. But then watching this video, as we'll see in a second, you see they're having some sort of talk. Drewski's change gets snatched. You hear him saying, no, and then fall down the stairs. You don't necessarily see who pushes who or what happens. You hear it. You see a little bit of a scuffle. Boom. They're running. Drewski and his clique chasing after him without the Could Have Been chain on. You'll see when the video starts, he has his Could Have Been Records chain on. Big-ass icy piece, bro.
Yeah.
Ice
Yeah.
covered.
Huge thing.
Gets
Right on
snatched.
it. Yeah.
Get snatched. And then
All right.
we'll see from this. Let's tap in.
Let's tap in.
Bro, I swear to God. Oh, come on. No.
So you could kind of see like where the chain was on him and that clip
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
the
yeah.
frame right before it, and then you see where he
take
grabs
the back,
onto
like a
it
frame.
and he's like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no, can't do it. Yeah.
And then you kind of see him backing up towards the stairs. Here, you see where the stairs cut.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't really see what happens. You see them fighting and scuffling.
Yeah,
Then you see
over
this
here.
dude gets up, and then they're gone.
And those other guys, yeah, just like calmly walking behind him. That was so funny. Like they were even doing that earlier in the video too.
They were
Yeah.
like, we're gone.
Like yeah. All right.
Outta
Well,
here.
shit, that
And they're
happened.
Gone. And then I sent you another
So funny.
Instagram link that had it had a picture of the chain.
I only got 2 from you.
And then I thought I sent it. Oh,
No, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
I didn't press send. My bad. I think it's that one.
Looks like a
Yeah.
Scooby Doo clip. It really does. It looks like this looks like a clip from like a Scooby Doo like episode. Like this would be like
so
yeah.
true.
This would be like one of those door-to-door scenes, like they don't go running back and forth from those doors. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Real, so real. Yeah, I seen that shit. I thought it was fake. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It looks fake. It looks like it's set up, like staged. Yeah. Pull up some Scooby-Doo music. Yeah. Hold on. I'll do that. So let me pull up the video of the actual clip. All right. So this is youtube.com/STR show, by the way. If you check us out, go ahead and go over here and subscribe. Right. So we're gonna pull up. So it's what are these people's names again? It's like Snake and Molly or something like that. Like
Drewski. DRUSKI. And Birdman.
Oh, Drewski Chain Took. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first one.
I want to see if I could find the video so I can
like
play
an
it.
actual VOD.
Yeah. It's like only shorts.
Play that one right there. The fuck, nigga?
Well, looks like.
Yeah, look at that
Birdman.
chain, bro. Big ass Cuban link. Covered in fucking diamonds. Says could have been records on it. That's iced out. That's got to be like either full something karat gold or like 100% sterling. You know what I mean? Covered in diamonds. And then if you see, that's actually from Birdman's story after the chain was snatched.
I can't find it. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. If you look in the
that's
the
it
top,
right there. Yeah,
that's the chain. If you look in the top left there, you'll see his name. It says Birdman. And it's like, why? Oh, we're cooking right now.
I want to see like what's the
play Scooby-Doo Mischief music.
Where's that Mischief music?
Yeah.
Where do you see that?
Where's that? Skibbity. Okay, play the Skibbity Toilet song. How about that?
How about this music?
Nah, go with the classic.
Yeah, because that's how I'm thinking, like something like this. I think it's just like. Yeah, here we go.
Nah, it's got to be more like mischievous than this.
Yeah, I'll pull up something like a little more.
Go, yeah. See where we can get in at. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep. All right. Pull that shit up.
Really good soundtrack though, like straight up. Yeah. Like just great music. Yeah. Let me
run it back a little bit. Oh, it's gonna loop. Yeah.
No, this isn't like
That's just a move. Yeah, play it. That's perfect. Right here. Wait. Get him. Yo. Not the slow-mo shot. That's so embarrassing.
Oh. The simple break on him. That is so embarrassing. Like, when you can time your fall to a cymbal crash, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing.
Not the
as
horn
shit.
swell.
Yeah.
Not that.
Not the horn swelling. But yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Bro got his chain took by Birdman.
Jay Cito, you were so right. That was some Scooby-Doo shit.
We've seen like shouts out Jay Cito.
Yeah,
Thank you for
seriously.
reminding me about that. Go.
Yeah, seriously.
But no, we've seen Birdman and Drewski fight on Instagram lives before, beef before, and I always thought it was jokes. We all always thought it was jokes. It's crazy how that shit happens.
Add that into our list here.
That shit is crazy, man.
Bird.
Shouts out Jay Cito. Jay Cito. Man, that is some crazy shit.
That was some wild stuff there, honestly. Yeah. Like that was pretty interesting. Yeah. Really looked like a Scooby-Doo video though. You're so right about that. Oh man. All right. So next up on our our new extravaganza here today, I want to talk about this one because I thought this shit was insane. Oh, I never spell checked this one. Hold on, 2 seconds. CO. I spelled it wrong. That's why I'm taking so long. All right. Yeah, I want to talk about this one. This is Warner Brothers versus Coyote. It's stuck down there. I want to do this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now let's put this all the way up. So I put this up here. I don't know if you guys know about this at all, but like, there's been a recent thing in the news where Warner Brothers, a company famous for canning their shit when it's fully completed, even if it's been recently completed and well loved and liked a lot of money, they've gotten into the habit of shelving it, destroying it, completely taking it out of circulation for what have been described as major tax breaks, you know what I mean, but minors for these studios, like, you know, in the hundreds of millions of dollars, which for us is like holy shit, but for these studios is just a drop in the bucket when all things considered, right? Just recently they announced that once again it wasn't just a show that was like completed, released, and dropped on their streaming service that they took off after a while. No, once again they've taken an entirely completed film, this time before release, that was on track to be released, and shelved it for a tax break. It was called Acme versus Coyote. It was starring John Cena and heavily helmed and written by James Gunn, who is now the head of DC Studios and a heavy contender in the Warner Brothers CEO architecture. And so this movie apparently was worked on by plenty of practical effects artists and visual artists who have been sharing pictures and visual reels and everything ever since the announcement that this movie was not going to see the light of day, to the point where everyone cyberbullied Warner Brothers to now, I guess they're shopping around the film. They want to like send it to somewhere else, which is crazy to me. Like, just release the film. Exactly. It is, yeah. For all intents and purposes, Tyler, you're right. It is a Looney Tunes Back in Action sequel. It has many references from what I've seen in the concept art that's been released to Looney Tunes Back in Action. It's got the same style. It was the same animation thing. It's about Will Forte as a lawyer teaming up with Wile E. Coyote to take down John Cena, who is Acme's lawyer, essentially. So it would have been like a classic return to form for that kind of style and everything. And may I add one more time, was basically 100% complete. They didn't have to do anything but decide to shelve it anyways. You got a question? Go ahead, my friend. Yeah.
Did we consider, and just hear me out, did we consider that this movie might suck?
That's the thing, is that whether it, like, a lot of people are saying, wouldn't it be hilarious if it actually does suck? You know what I mean? Because there's a chance that it probably will. And like, you know, I'm not saying, I don't think anyone's campaigning because it's going to be good. I think it's more so that, like, because you heard this happen before with 3 other films specifically with Warner Brothers so far. Yep. Was Batgirl was the high profile one.
That one I'm tight about.
And then 2 other Scooby-Doo movies, which were like
don't need to be
animated
made.
Ones. Yeah, they were fine. They were like Scoob sequels, like that animated one that came out. Yeah,
like,
we're good on that.
We don't need that. So.
Yeah, but so a lot of people are saying they're like, and apparently what happened after this is, after the report came out as well, a bunch of high-profile investors and, you know, filmmakers pulled meetings with Warner Brothers because they were like, okay, if you guys are just going to get into the habit of just canceling like a whole bunch of shit, why are we going to even like start doing projects with you, right?
Yeah, like why are we even do
that? Yeah, exactly. Why are we giving you money?
Is a huge issue.
So, but here's the thing: is that I will say, like, whether it sucks or not isn't like the point, I guess, for a lot of these artists. It's that they've got a lot of people put the work into it. True. And in fact, if it sucks, it would actually be a lot funnier because it would be way more of a slap in the face in the studio that, like, a project that they could have taken, like, they could have just as easily, right, dump this onto DVD, right? Or streaming service, right? Like throw it on HBO Max for free. That's the thing about stuff like this, right? Batgirl, the Scoob sequels, even this, right? If all of those sucked, which reportedly they all did. Apparently the I will say the Acme versus Coyote tested very well. Apparently that was like a lot of people thought highly of it. But
not with me.
Yeah, I wasn't tested. But if they did all suck, right? They could have just as easily dropped them in HBO Max with no fanfare whatsoever, right? And then just let it ride, right? Like, what's the problem? Just be like, oh, we just made this movie. It was just like whatever. Like, it's the equivalent of a direct to DVD movie, right? And granted, they made money off of the tax breaks, but from a lot of the reports, like this most recent one, they only made like $100 million back off of the tax break from it, reportedly, or $10 million, I think it was, off the tax break. So it's like they don't even make that much back. Like they make kind of their production costs barely, but like, like why even just now? You've called so much more attention to yourself when you could have just passed it under the radar, right? Now you've made it this whole thing where it's like, oh, we've canceled another movie. Like, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, I do see that, but also,
yeah.
Bro, again, I could be wrong here.
Shoot your truths.
Could be wrong here.
Shoot your truths.
If I'm paying all this money for this movie and it's mid,
yeah.
My nigga, here, like, take the money, like, just throw that shit in the trash. Like, you know what I mean?
Just whatever, yeah.
Maybe the movie was mid. I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not hip. But maybe the movie was mid.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing is, I would argue that releasing a mid movie is arguably better for your reputation than publicly canceling an unreleased movie, right? Because an unreleased movie always has the potential to be amazing, right? It's what I like to call the David Ayer Suicide Squad theorem, right? Do you know about the story of Suicide Squad at all?
Somewhat, yeah.
This is my favorite, right? So like essentially, quick summary here, and this is gonna be a bit of a nerd out, right? You guys remember the 2016 Suicide Squad movie? I'm talking the one with Jared Leto's Joker that was like a Hot Topic nightmare. That movie was actually 3 movies that were all separately made and then merged together, essentially. Or should I say 2 movies that were kind of separate made and made into one separate movie, right? Because David Ayer, the director and writer, had his vision. Warner Brothers had a vision that they tasked to a trailer studio, the ones who made the famous Bohemian Rhapsody trailer of Suicide Squad. And then they took both kind of results and literally edited them together and prevented director David Ayer from getting into the studio. So here's the thing about that, right? The movie's a fucking mess in so many ways. It's an editing nightmare. It's overly edited. It's gross. It's crazy. It's stupid. There's tons of problems in the plot. But the biggest problem with it isn't the mishmash of everything together, right? It's that everyone keeps saying that David Ayer, and David Ayer himself also keeps saying, has a secret cut of this movie that's supposedly the most amazing thing in the world, and you'll never see it. It's the greatest cut of this movie of all time. It's what should have been happened. And the reason this movie sucks is because of everything else around it and not his cut of the movie.
Nigga, do you know what that sounds like to me, though?
Yeah.
That sounds like a hating ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like a hater
That's
ass
what I'm
bitch.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They didn't let my movie come out.
They didn't let my movie come out. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah. No,
if
like,
my movie came out the way I wanted it when it came out, like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like your movie came out, it was mid, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like, move on. You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Like,
So you see
but
what I'm
al-
saying,
but also
right?
At the same time,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as an artist, me personally,
Yeah.
that would be the most embarrassing shit in the world if I dropped a movie that was mid.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like more
anything that
people
was mid, I'd be embarrassed
with
as
mid, like you just, you are embarrassed, but like when I a long time ago, somebody told me, you sound like I just made that up. Yeah, it's true.
He got your ass.
So he got me. Yeah, you can look it all up. You can see David Ayer's Twitter as much as I've seen it, which is crazy. And all these fucking like, they were the Snyderverse folk as well. I don't know if you remember that whole thing. Like but like it was the same
Fuck the
crowd.
Snyderverse.
It's the same crowd at this point where like the Snyderverse came out and it was okay. And it was like there was fanfare for like a little bit and then it just died down. So now all those weirdos who weren't actually there for the movie, they were just there for the campaign, have now latched onto the Ayer cut. They're like, oh, the Ayer cut's gonna be the greatest thing ever, and like the reboot of it sucks because like I didn't get to see the Ayer version, and like we'll never see the true version of that movie. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. Like all right.
Can I say something that's kind of unrelated?
Yeah, go for
but
it.
It's also
I
my
mean, kind
truth.
of unrelated, but
I don't
well,
give a fuck.
real quick, I will say just tying it together. That's what I mean. If they would have just released the movie, even if it would have been kind of embarrassing for a company this large, they could have passed that shit
Yeah, they could eat
way
that
under the
loss.
radar, been
They could eat that
totally
loss.
fine. Yeah. But now they've got this kind of like, well, the movie could have been amazing. Like, you don't even know. It would have been a return to form for animation. So, anyways, but that was my
What
point
does that
there.
even
but-
mean, bro? Return of form, nigga. Someone's gonna animate some shit tomorrow the exact opposite way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, return to form. Return to form, sucking these nuts, nigga.
I
Fuck
heard
that.
good things. I like Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit's one of my favorite movies of all time.
course I like
So like
Roger
I was
Rabbit,
like
but I liked
I
Roger
heard
Rabbit when I
I
was
heard this
6.
was gonna be a new Roger Rabbit. So I was like, all right, I'm interested. But again, judgment's reserved on the actual because I was one of those people when do you remember when the interview came out, the one that was the Kim Jong-un movie?
Yeah, but
that
that
was with
movie's
Seth
done.
Rogen. Yeah, I was one of those people that was like, "Oh, get that movie out there! It's gonna be the greatest thing ever!" It's like I can't believe it. And I went to see it, and I was like, "This is not worth getting nuked over."
Yeah, no, it's all right.
No, it was.
And
it was
also,
bad.
like,
But anyways, yeah. I'm
I
sorry.
have this could be a rant for another day, and I can like actually collect evidence.
Yeah.
And like really hit you with the energy. But I have a lot of evidence and a lot of truths to support that like nuclear bombing is all a hoax around the interview. Like that's all like manufactured fucking like promo.
No, because there
basically.
was at the time Sony was suffering their Giga leak. You know what I mean? That they had supposedly been hacked and a lot of their information been leaked. So at the same time, people were reading emails from like the Sony executives. So they were like, oh well, like here's something else to distract you. Like yeah, exactly. Like it's what was the last movie you saw in theaters you thought was worth the money? No regret spending $15. That's a great question.
Iron Man 2008. I was 7.
That movie
That shit was
rocks.
sick.
Yeah.
I
In
also
theaters
didn't
too.
spend
Yeah.
the $15.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
my
sick.
dad. Ooh,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3, 2007.
Ooh.
Sick.
On that note, I'm
Sick.
sorry. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like, big way. I don't know. If
I
you've
didn't
seen
pay
that
money,
one.
bro.
That movie was fucking
But
rad.
that's
That
the other
was so
thing
good.
too,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like, okay, two things unrelated. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I haven't gone to see a movie in theaters since the Avengers, where Thanos pulled up, and I fell asleep because I was so high. So then I ended up watching it at home.
Yeah.
Like 7 months later.
Yeah, because you're like,
again,
it's gonna come out on broadcasting anyways,
on
right?
Netflix
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck it came out on, and I was like, meh,
yeah.
it's all right. Like I haven't gone to the theater since I was like 15, 16, like actually gone to the theaters. Because I have Netflix and all this other shit. So it's like, bro,
You know it's gonna come
I
out.
haven't
You
even
know it's gonna be on
I haven't
streaming
even
service.
seen the new
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie yet. I'm planning on watching it because
Yeah.
it came out on Netflix like a couple days ago.
That's true.
I plan
Yeah,
on
it's already
watching
out.
it. Haven't seen it yet though. I don't plan on going to the theaters unless like, bro, I would go to the theaters if they made a movie about Static Shock.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like looking at Marvel. If they
Yep.
made a Golden Booster movie,
Booster Gold is DC.
Booster Gold, whatever the fuck, Golden Booster,
He's
whatever the
DC.
fuck his name is.
Yeah.
I go see that movie
Yeah.
because that would be interesting. I'd be like, how
Booster
the
Gold.
fuck
I'm
they
so
finna
bummed.
do this?
Well, they got the. Did you see Blue Beetle?
no.
Yeah,
Why?
no, that I
Is
want to
that
watch
out on
Blue
streaming
Beetle. Yeah, yeah.
platforms?
That's on streaming. It's on HBO Mo.
I'll watch it.
HBO, yeah. I want to watch it.
I don't
That's
give a fuck.
it's a Latino.
And you know what? I
Latino
love
superhero.
Blue Beetle. He's a sick character.
Oh, yeah.
And the actor that played him, I actually really like him because he plays Jaime Reyes Rodriguez Reyes. I forget his name in Black Cobra Kai.
Jaime
He plays-
Reyes is the name of the Blue Beetle character.
What's the name of the nigga in?
I've never seen Cobra Kai. I don't know.
Kai?
Sorry, that's why I was like, wait a minute. That's
Miguel. He plays Miguel in
Miguel.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got.
He's also he's best friends with the guy who plays Luffy. Apparently, I think they're both Brazilian. I think.
Well,
Like,
that just
yeah,
is a good reason for
Yeah.
me to like him.
Am I
But,
racist? I feel like
like his
I
work.
got that wrong. Yeah.
No, I think they're. I don't know. If
I think
that
they're
guy's
both Brazilian.
I know
think, yeah.
Luffy's Brazilian. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if this nigga's Brazilian. I
think-
don't
yeah.
know. But yeah,
Maybe
like
he's
I like.
Mexican,
I like that actor, but I'm not going to the movie theater to see him. I'm not gonna pay money for that, bro.
When I can watch it at home, or like when I'm gonna be able to watch it at home soon,
Convenience.
I just like, and that's the thing for me is like, I don't know. I'm also a techie. I've got like a living room with like a big setup and everything like that. And my whole thing is like, yeah, of course I'd rather watch it at home. Like, you know, movie theaters don't. Like, it's not like I don't have the equipment to have the optimal experience anymore, right? Like, the whole point of a movie theater way back in the day was to say that,
Yeah,
like,
like your
I don't
TV
have
was
the
made.
optimal experience for this. You know what I mean? Like, I have to go out to see that. But no, now I do. I'm pretty good with what I got, honestly. I can get a beer in my hand. I can, you know, heat up a chicken parm or whatever and just, like, enjoy myself. Like,
type shit.
Yeah.
A movie and a show, nigga, that shit's expensive, nigga.
especially when you go to a place like, because nowadays, now it's like, you go to a show, it's like $15 for the show. Then it's like, now they have alcohol too, and it's like $30 for a beer there. And then if you want to get like a sandwich or you're gonna popcorn or candy, like $5 for a pack of candy,
Bro.
$10 for a popcorn.
Bro, if I'm going to dinner and a show, that bitch better show me some titties.
Something better happen in that theater, and
Like,
it's
I
not
better
the
get my
movie.
shit sucked.
Yeah,
I better get my shit sucked.
That's all. Movie theaters might as well just convert into porno movie theaters. You remember porno movie theaters? They don't have those anymore.
Till my shit starts to hurt. Like, I better get my shit sucked, nigga.
You should go to a porno movie theater.
I've been trying to find one. Can't find one.
I don't think that they should just convert all the regular
Let's
ones.
just do some world building. I'm a slut. Sorry.
World building
It's
done.
gonna get worse.
Needed. Necessary.
You're gonna hear worse shit.
Yeah. You need it.
Sorry.
What
I'm
you
a
do?
slut. Sorry, mom. I'm telling the world. I'm a whore. That's just the way
Do
shit
I remember
is.
porno movie
I'm
theaters?
a
Hell
slut.
no. Yeah, you'd never been JC, you'd never do that. You don't seem like the kind of guy or nothing.
JC though.
Hell no, says
I'm not gonna say
JC though.
that. I'm gonna respect you, bro. JC, I respect you.
Send AK to horny jail.
Bro, I would break out. I would break out of horny jail. I'm too
Destroy
horny.
it.
I'm too horny. You feel me?
It's true, JC. It's true. I've never met you. I can't say that about you. Like,
Just don't check my gangster. You never met me.
he's right. No, he's right. I shouldn't have came at you like that, man. You're right.
But nah, I was gonna say. I just remembered what I was gonna say. I was gonna say. I don't give a fuck about DC. I'll be honest. Like, their characters have no like.
DC Comics, yeah.
Even like the movies.
Yeah.
Like, I like the source material,
They haven't had a lot of good movies.
but like
Not a lot of good.
all of like as a whole, like just DC as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, they have no heart. They have no soul. I don't feel for their characters. I don't relate with their characters. It's just like JC though. No. No.
I had to stop in there.
No.
No, but
come on one day.
I've always said that, like, because I've been a long time comic book fan. If you can't tell, I'm very cool, and
Yeah.
like,
You're
so
very cool.
yeah, right. And so I like the difference that I've always noticed between Marvel and DC, which I enjoy, is that Marvel to me feels like stories about real people getting superpowers, right? Like, it's like they feel like real three-dimensional people, and it's like I'm kind of seeing like what it would be like if like me or my boys got superpower, right? And then DC to me feels like so much loftier. It's like, what is like, you know, it's gods and universes and like, you know, big stories and big epic superheroes, and like Marvel to me is like has the at its best moments is a lot more grounded. Feels a lot like not to say realistic, but more like more real, right? Where DC to me
Like, I
feels
can
more
imagine-
mythological,
Bro, I
right?
can imagine
yeah.
like bro, just based on like, I don't know if there's like a, I don't know if this is true.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just postulating based on my, because I'm also a big comic book nerd. So I'm just postulating on my accumulated knowledge, right? I don't know if there's a 9/11 equivalent in the Marvel universe, but if there was, it'd be the event that created the Avengers. Am I wrong?
Yeah. So
Or like
I
New
will
York
say
gets destroyed, etc. Right?
yes,
So it's
because
like, even that, like,
yeah.
you could be like, "Fuck, that'd be crazy if there's like a crazy attack and like niggas are fighting in the streets and then like we win and like the city's destroyed, but like at what we win, but like at what cost?" Like, you could imagine, you could at least be like, that could happen.
Well, that's
right?
what like the MCU tried to do, you know what I mean? But I think really failed at. Like they tried to like make this, because in the comics, that's kind of the thing, right? You know what I mean? The city can get destroyed 3 ways to Tuesday every other day, and it's not really like the biggest deal. There's some comics that try to do better about that, like There's this really good Batman comic called No Man's Land, actually, where it was this big thing in the comic run for a while in the 90s, because the 90s was like really edgy, where like, you know, Gotham was like flooded and under an earthquake, so like there was pieces everywhere and everything. It was all kinds of fucked up, and the government basically walled it off and was like, good luck, we don't really like want to touch it, so hope everything goes well. And it was up to Batman to like, you know, essentially control martial law in the whole area. Wicked
I'm
cool
familiar
stuff.
with the storyline.
But like, what'd you say?
I'm familiar with the
Oh
storyline.
yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So stuff like that. It's like, all right, cool. Really good. Really good like catastrophe long-term events that like people remembered and affected things for a while. But like, for instance, the very first Avengers comic, obviously this was like way back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s and stuff like that. But like, you know, that was something that was big in the comics, but not big enough to like warrant that kind of thing. And I would love to see in the movies if they had done more with that, you know what I mean, made that kind of event that it was like, you know, it affected everything a lot more. But I don't know, I think too with movies it's a lot harder to capitalize on that type of continuity, you know, which is like my problem with Marvel in a big way is that reason, that it's just like you can't have real-time continuity and then expect people to like not feel like they missed out on shit, you know what I mean? Because I'm constantly feeling that. But anyway, sorry, please go on. Yeah.
My main thing with Marvel is that, like, I'm a big fan of reading, right?
Yeah.
Like I like, and my favorite movies are movies that translate the book, the source material, like if not one for one, but like extremely well to the adaptation of what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah.
Like those are all like my favorite shits, right?
I do like that clip a lot.
When I think of like live action adaptations, right? I think of like things to me that are fire.
Yeah.
I think of Hunger Games. I think of Harry Potter, even though fuck J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter's fire.
But the adaptations are pretty fire. They're
those
well done.
adaptations are literally almost 99.9% accurate to the book every time, and it's fire.
Yeah.
Because like even as a kid, like I used to like read the book, and then I'd check out the next book. I'd have it, and then I watch the movie as I have the book, and I'm like,
oh shit, that's the coolest thing.
And like I see where it lines up. Like that's what I used to do as a kid. It was fire. So it's like
another one I can throw out there: Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Right,
You ever see, like that's one to one.
That was
so like you can literally find the panel and be like,
literally,
this is the panel. This is the panel.
Quick, and I'm really excited for that animation.
The anime? Oh, Scott Pilgrim! It's gonna be fucking lit. I am so fucking excited. Yeah, it looks so sick.
And I'm really excited for it for another reason, because Scott Pilgrim is what got me into like comics and manga and stuff. Like, it was the first. Like I had already like read some comics here and there. Like I've read the full collection of like the Metal Men. I don't know if you know who that.
Oh, I love the Metal Men. Yeah, exactly. Doc Magnus and his Metal Men. Yeah,
I've read the full collection of Metal Men just because I saw it at the library and it looked cool when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
But like when I saw Scott Pilgrim, I was like, I love this.
It's like, wait a minute. Yeah,
like,
this is
I'd
wicked.
seen other shit. It was cool.
Yeah.
But like Scott Pilgrim, I love this, and that like made me go back to like, all right, the Metal Men, and like I read all the Invincibles. Like I found them, and I was like, that was like
fun.
That's what I came up on.
The show's on right now. Are you
8,
watching
9, 10, 11.
the show? Yeah, Jerk Sauce coming in.
I don't have Amazon Prime, so I can't watch.
Oh, that's cool. I'll send you a website. I'll send you a website.
Send it to me ASAP tonight. I
got
need
you.
that.
Yeah. Super good.
But yeah, so like with Marvel, at first it was really great one-to-ones from like even like the Iron Man, Captain America. Even though I don't like Captain America.
I mean, that movie was fucking sick though.
Yeah,
like, because I didn't like Captain America
started,
either. But like,
when it first started, like the Captain America,
the first movie and the second movie. I'm gonna lie, the first two movies,
right? Yeah, like
were lit.
Like
yeah, they were awesome.
Like the first generation, I guess you can call it phase 1 of Marvel, before they even had phases. Nigga, they were just making movies.
Remember that? Remember just a movie, and it wasn't like you had to get like 6 fucking phases and everything.
Now it's like a phase.
Just make one good movie. Make one good movie. And then, like, that's with any franchise that starts. They had that Dark Universe. Remember that with Universal? Yeah. Like the Mummy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I was like, make one movie.
Just
go
make
ahead.
A movie.
Make one movie.
Just make a movie. And like, and now it's just like even with She-Hulk. Like I fucking loved She-Hulk. One of the first comics that like I love. First off, She's fucking hot as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Sick
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Huge ass green bitch, large as fuck. Step on me, mommy.
That was
Please,
literally
thanks.
in my face,
Sick.
being like, "I will destroy you if you don't read my comic." And I was like, "Okay,
And I was
I'm
like,
gonna read it,
word,
but I will
will
tell you
read
I'm
it.
not gonna read it." Yeah,
Like, please destroy me.
Yeah.
I didn't read it.
exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah,
kinda
Ooh,
shit.
ooh, yeah, exactly. Whoops,
So,
yeah,
like-
big tear.
So
yeah.
like to see like, oh shit, She-Hulk show, and then go to watch it, and it's a solid 5.2 out of 10. And it only gets that 5 for nostalgia's sake, nigga. That shit was ass.
The
nigga.
fact that just now, as a part of the whole like SAG-AFTRA and Writers Guild strikes, that they were like, yeah, I guess we'll start having showrunners on our show, and I guess we'll start
you
like
guys ride
actually
dick.
assigning people that care to the show instead of just like my nephew or whatever.
They
I was like,
literally,
are you
like-
fucking who needs to tell you this? Are you
like,
serious?
you niggas is riding dick. Like
That
shit
was
made me
nuts
tight.
to me. And like Kevin Feige, for how far he's gotten, I'm like, how did you let, like, you were poised as like the man that made all this shit happen. Were you the one that was like,
And now he's
no,
doo-doo.
let's automate all of this? Or like, yeah, exactly, he is doo-doo. Like, it was one of those things that it's like, I don't know, man. Like, how did you, because like for all the faults that are happening like this, the management never changed. You know what I mean? Like, he was in charge of Marvel Studios. He had a very famous fight with the head of Disney. I believe it was around the Civil War time, and it was at that time because that was I don't know if you remember this. They were having that war with Sony over Spider-Man at the time too, and it was like back and forth on whether or not Spider-Man was even going to show up in Civil War. And then he came in like last minute in like the 5th trailer or something like that, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" I remember like shitting my pants, dude. I was so pumped. But
I'm not
like,
gonna lie, that shit pissed me off.
yeah. Well, that happened. The behind the scenes stuff of that is like crazy. I'd love to like do a video on it one day, to be honest with you. But like, it's crazy because there was just a lot of like negotiation behind the scenes about like, you know, what the future of this character is, like before a franchise is even being made. Like Sony's like, well, I want to make movies, and then Marvel's like, well, we want to make movies, and we want him in our thing, and we want him in our thing. We want our own Spider-Man, but we want the Spider-Man characters. Okay, well, we want the Spider-Man villains. Like, fine, but we get Spider-Man proper, and like, okay, blah 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 blah.
It's like, ride dick more.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
So at that
Why
time,
can't I watch Spider-Man on streaming platforms, bro?
because Sony technically owns the rights.
They're literally taking them off, all of them off Netflix. They had all the Amazing Spider-Mans and the original trilogy. They had it all up. And I
'Cause
was
Disney
like,
got it back.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
wait to watch these. I added them all onto my list. And then a week went by. It was leaving soon. I was like, nigga.
Well, didn't you hear they're coming to Disney Plus? They're on
better-
Disney
they
Plus.
better come quick.
So
They
yeah,
better
yeah.
fucking come quick.
No, because
Pause.
Disney got them back, right? So that's the thing
Pause.
about all these rights. Like, who loses with all these rights
They
back
better
and forth?
arrive
The
swiftly,
consumers,
is
right?
what I
So
said.
to tie it back to our main story up
I'm
there.
sorry
I
to
mean,
cut
no,
you
no,
off.
that's okay. Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
what I should have said was, I hope they arrive swiftly.
Yeah, I agree.
That was crazy what I said.
I
I'm
hope they
sorry.
come soon.
Pause. Bro. We just like.
We just paused.
Bro.
I know. We just paused. Go ahead, pause again. Thank you.
Goodness.
So yeah, to tie it back to our story there, yeah, it's like, in my opinion, just with all this fucking squabbling and whatever, like, it's so complicated that like most consumers can barely keep up with it. I'm a turbo nerd, so I love this stuff. I like to keep up with it, but like, you need somebody like me to explain this shit because it's just too much for whatever.
Goofy.
Yeah, exactly. So like, the consumer is the one who loses. The brand, we just distrust the brand. So like, at a certain point, if you got a bad movie, in my opinion, just drop it. Who gives a shit? Like, you can either spend time making it better if you want to, like Sonic the Hedgehog, that worked out well for them, or you can just drop it and nobody will remember it, like Sonic the Hedgehog. So, you know, just
Facts, nigga.
figure it out, you know what I mean? So anyways,
Facts,
yeah.
nigga.
Any other thoughts on that?
Not really, but I think that Falcon means it's around break time.
Yeah, it's around break time, I would say so.
Been going for like an hour 30 at this point. I think
Yeah.
that Falcon screech.
I was gonna
Just trying
say,
to take a little bit of a break.
oh
ladies
man,
and
well, you know, we were
gentlemen.
gonna hit our final topic of the day here, but I guess we'll just have to get off on
Well,
that.
yeah,
so, like,
it's break time.
It's break time here. So, well, everybody, we were gonna solve the Middle East conflict, but unfortunately, I guess we just ran out of time on that one today. So we'll just have to get back on that next time we're here.
Yeah, my fault.
On the S Tier News.
My
so
fault.
sorry about that.
My fault.
But yeah, no. So this is the S Tier Show. I'm Duke. This is Bay K. Hope you guys have been enjoying the S tier discussion so far. Thanks so much for popping in. Thank you everybody who's been chatting. It's been great having you. We got a few follows this stream as well. If you're not following, please do so. That status bar right up there, that's at 23, 48%. We're trying to get to 50 followers before the end of the year, reach that affiliate status. So if you're not following, please make sure you do so. So thank you so much to everybody. Hope you're enjoying the S tier discussion, advice, and stories so far. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with some more. What are we going to do next? We're going to do some S tier advice next to wrap up the stream. So if you like the advice, then hope you come over for that next stream. So see you in about 10 minutes. Thanks for staying S tier.
Follow us.
This is the S Tier Show. I am Duke, of course, and joined by my co-host, BK. How we doing here, everybody? How we doing? Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sticking through us with the break here. But we are back here on Tuesday, November 14th with some S-Tier discussion. If you missed it, we were doing some S-Tier stories about BK's production this weekend. We had some reaction to some news stories a little bit ago. And we're going to get into some S-Tier advice now. So, how's everybody doing? Thanks for popping in here on the S-Tier Show.
Thank you.
Let's just get right into it. You know what I mean?
Good. That was a great round of applause.
That was a great round of applause. That was a boisterous round of applause. Y'all are so generous
Did you
with
see
that.
the movie star wave?
Yeah, like the movie star. I saw that. I saw you did like the little the grab wave where you're like give me a little, give me
You gotta point us. Yes,
yes, you. Yeah, give me, you. Yeah.
Yes, girl.
I can't wait to do that
like
all
that.
the time. Yeah, the
right,
genuine wave that everyone loves. Yeah,
Nigga, I be doing that shit. I be doing that shit at shows. People be like, they're like, yo, I be like, I be hitting my shit.
Darling, honey. Yeah, exactly.
What's up, girly?
What's up, girly? Yeah, exactly.
I be getting my zone. That's only when I'm really high. Like I'm really high.
No, hey, people see that and you're just like, ooh. They're like, yeah, damn. He has the confidence to do the star wave. Yeah, do the little bitch wave. Yeah.
What's up, baby?
What's
How you
up,
doing?
girl? Yeah.
We just love that shit. I be like, what's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
How you living?
That's why a little hand wave, you know, give him a little like
up, baby?
wave the hand, right? It's a little sub.
What's up, yo? Ready? Hold up. One more time. Let's just reenact that one more time, right? Let's say I walk in. Ready? I walk into a room.
All right, yeah.
This is usually what happens when I walk into a room. Just for everyone.
All right, this is every time BK walks into a room.
So I walk into a room. Oh, door opens. Door closes.
I see you. Got me up, brother.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank. Yes, no, keep it going for yourselves. Yes.
The double wave with that. Not even the full arm extended, just the double. Just like
yes, keep it going for
hi,
yourselves.
I'll give you the little bit. Yeah, for yourselves. Bring it in. For me. He's so right.
I'm clapping so hard right now. I deserve that.
Like, yeah, nigga, that shit was for you.
Yeah, it's like you're right actually. Yeah. He's so right.
That's how it be.
Oh,
That's
man.
just how famous I be, bro.
That's how famous you are. That happens every single time.
Individual.
It's sometimes it's tough. Like when we went to Quiznos the other week, and
Bro,
like
we
you
went
know,
to
yeah,
Quiznos, niggas almost they were
yeah,
quizzing on my
they were
nose.
like quizzing on the nose. Yeah, exactly.
They were
Yeah.
quizzing on me till I had to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that $5 footlong. Talk about a free footlong. Yeah.
Oh. I'm not giving this shit up for free.
No. Not for free. It's never for free.
Never.
Speaking of giving things out for free, here on the S-Tier Show, we love to do that in some ways. We like to give out some advice for free here. So, if you have any problems, you have a question, you have anything you want to talk to us about, do feel free to email us at the stiershow@gmail.com. We love to hear any kinds of stories, any kind of conversations. So our email line is always open. But for now, I have found a few advice threads on Reddit, and I figured we could just kind of get into that, and BK, you and I could just kind of give them what we think our best advice is in this scenario.
Niggas
so,
know I give out good advice.
That's true. It's true. So, all right, what I've done is I've popped a little menu for you here today, so let's take a look at what we got for our menu. We got, first up, I think my boyfriend secretly hates me.
Word.
Secondly, boyfriend went through my phone and I lied.
I'm not gonna
Third, unfollowed a friend due to anti-LGBTQ posts. They noticed months later and asked why. How do I respond? This is a common one. I've heard a few people ask me this one before.
Laugh in their face.
Is it inappropriate to sleep at somebody else's house when you're married? Boy,
Depends
I fucked
whose
that
house.
one really hard. And am I 17 female
Nigga, what the
being
fuck?
groomed?
Nigga, what the fuck?
What do
Nigga,
I
what the fuck? Nigga, what the fuck?
do?
Nigga, what the fuck?
So these are just ones that were on the headlines today
Nigga,
on
what
the
the fuck?
advice threads. So yeah, I figured they were all ripe for interesting conversation to say
Nigga,
the
what the
least.
fuck?
So yeah.
All right. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, so what do you think, BK? I'll give you the
Let's
shot
go to
here
number
first.
2 real quick. I saw that real quick.
Number 2, yeah, boyfriend went through my phone and I lied.
Because look,
All right.
I'm gonna say it in the nicest way possible.
Go
I haven't
for
even
it.
read the stories yet, but that is smut activity. Why would you lie? What do you have to lie
What are
about?
you lying about? Oh, wow. This is already kind of a red flag right here. I'm going to pop into this for a second. I just read a second here.
I don't want to call you the S-slur because that might get me banned. I'm not saying you are an S-slur. I'm saying you are being one. You are doing activities of someone who would be an S-slur.
That's it. Nope. That's not it. Whoops. Sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Pause.
Pause.
We're on pause. My brother in Christ.
All right,
we are
whatever. It's
on
fine.
pause.
Yeah, we're good. All right. So, yeah. So here it is. I, 19 female, and my boyfriend, 26 male, which is already, in my opinion, kind of a red flag there. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Have been together for roughly a year, and I adore him and love him. Today, he admitted that he went through my phone this weekend because over the past couple of months, I'd become more affectionate, and his friends convinced him that something must be wrong, like cheating or something. No judgment until I finish reading this. Of course, he found nothing, but he found something that made him slightly uncomfortable, which was a text between me and a guy that hooked up last year before we started dating. The last time... Oh, whoops, let me pop up here. The last time we spoke was in January, and it was nothing out of the ordinary, just a conversation where the guy was giving his opinion on a deeper post on my story about relationships. The thing that made him uncomfortable was then when I had wished him a happy birthday. Recently, he responded, "Send nudes." The last time this guy asked for nudes, I sent picture of a bowl of noodles. So when he asked this time, I sent a picture of a cartoon posing. Now, what was that pose is my question. On Saturday, my boyfriend asked in the middle of the night if I still talk to anyone I used to mess with, and I said no, not a lie. Later that night, I removed the picture of a cartoon I sent because I thought it might make him uncomfortable. I responded that way. Today, when he told me he went through my phone, I lied. Today when he told me he went through my phone, I lied, and I said I didn't respond to the guy because I got scared. Now he's upset and uncomfortable with me because I lied about not responding. When he apologized for going through my phone, he said, this person needs to learn how to use punctuation. He said that me lying is extremely serious, and I feel like while lying it is serious, it isn't as serious as the situation. There was no malice behind my lie, and it was entirely because I got scared. I've put it behind me that he went through my phone because I know that he loves me. Just got a little in his head, but I don't know how to move forward. I'm writing this to get off my chest, and I need advice. Let's check this edit here as well. We got thank you for the responses. I think I should clear up some things. My boyfriend was already aware that I asked this guy for advice in the past. He didn't have a problem with it. The most recent conversation consisted of me, happy birthday, him, thanks, send nudes, me, insert green bean cartoon, end conversation. I understand that some people would have the opinion with the 7-year age gap. Yeah, but when working with people around this age gap around the past 3 years, my friends are older, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to downplay the fact that I lied. I am trying to express that it feels like he's trying to make the situation more about removing the cartoon and lying about it than rather that he betrayed my privacy by looking through my phone because I was too affectionate. Okay, so this is like quite a gist here, but I think just to summarize it real quick, right? This person here said that her boyfriend went through her phone because she was being more affectionate, and he believed through convincing of his friends that meant that she was cheating. So he went through her phone, discovered that she had been texting this guy, and then said, "Did you do this?" She said no, and then she told him that she lied about deleting the picture or like responding to the text or something like that. But he's now more upset about the picture removal than about going through the phone. But he says he's more upset about the lying, right? So what do you make of this, BK? I hope I summarized it well enough there, but what do you think?
He's cheating on you. He's 26 and you're 19. The only reason he would look through your phone is that he's looking for an excuse to like cheat on you ethically. First off. Secondly, you're wild, crazy. Why did you lie? Like if you didn't lie, like he would just look dumb. And then you would have a leg to stand, like you have no legs to stand on now, honestly. From the position of a nigga who is mentally ill, you have no legs to stand on here trying to protect, cause like, go back down my fault. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
You said in the edit. Oh no, it wasn't an edit.
Where are you talking about? What part of the story?
She said some shit where she deleted it. He said thanks, send nudes, sent it, deleted it. Why did you delete it?
Let's see. So
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like that, like your story.
Yeah, because that makes it that, and it's just convoluted enough too that like when you, because here's the thing, right? Like I'm never. I don't think that there's like no, like there's definitely situations, right? Things happen to people, life happens, you know, there's always explaining that needs to be happening, right? But like if you have to take 3 years to like tell your story and it's this whole like web of shit as to why like this thing couldn't work out, I don't know, at a certain point it goes like, well, why the effort being put into this anyways, right? Like I'm agreeing with you. It's like, you did delete the photo. Like I understand you were doing that out of fear that he would be uncomfortable with it or whatever, but at a certain point it's like, why, like you need to talk to him about that. You know what I mean? Like that's more of like, that's insecurities in your relationship that you need to address more than anything. You know what I mean? That's not anything about like, you know, about like, oh, this or that, or him thinking I'm cheating or this or that. It's like, no, you guys both have severe insecurities with each other in this relationship.
If you really cared, if he thought that you were cheating and he had already made it clear, from what I'm understanding, he had already made it clear that you messaging this guy made him feel weird and during certain contexts, and you go out of your way to message him, I'm sorry, that's smut activity. Why are you still messaging, bro? Bro told you, yo, I don't like the way, like, I don't like this. It makes me uncomfortable. This guy's asking for nudes, etc. Like I can imagine this. This guy's asking for nudes.
It is just like even as a joke, it is one of those things. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
like, why, like you know what I mean? Like fuck, like what the fuck? So as a guy, like to see that and then tell you like, yo, I don't fuck with that. Like don't do that. And then even if I went through your phone, I wouldn't do that. But I'm putting myself in the shoes. He goes through your phone, or I go through your phone.
Yeah.
I see you're still texting this dude. No matter what you say to me, that message you deleted was nudes.
Yeah.
You sent him a picture of your tits. I don't care if you.
How do you believe it?
I don't care what you said to me because I told you once that shit was weird. I didn't like that, and you still entertain a conversation with him. I get it. I personally, I don't like to block people. I feel like that's weird. Everyone should be able to see me. I'm sick. I'm a sick individual. My life's dope.
Yeah.
But at that same point, if someone is like, it's very easy to not respond. It's very easy to mute someone. It's very easy to, if they're doing something that like is ruining an interpersonal relationship in your life, block them at that point. You know what I mean? When it gets to that level, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're entertaining this guy for whatever reason you want to, and your boyfriend doesn't like that. You have no legs to stand on. You're a smut. Next.
It's just, I don't know. Like, it's like, if anything outside of like, hey, that was kind of inappropriate, like, you know what I mean? And not to say, like, I'll put it this way, right? Like, not to say the onus is on you at that point, right? Because like I know it's horrible, the fact that like a lot of these dudes will just like impose this like sexuality onto like people, right? When they're talking, right? They'll just come at you and they'll like, I worked in retail. I've seen it happen firsthand where just out of nowhere, people will take something completely innocuous and just completely sexualize it and turn you into an object as opposed to like a person, right? But I don't think that's like necessarily what we're talking about here, right? Like it's not to say that like something happened to you and then you were like, you know, oh, I you know, rebuffed it, or I what's the word? Not rebuffed it. Like
on your phone, like you turned.
Yeah. Like
no, this is a message on your phone.
He said send nudes. I'm sorry. Like I would just like,
This
unless
nudes.
and like the fact that you hooked up with this guy is also just like, there's the thing, it's just like I still hang out with some people that I've hooked up with, right? But it's like you kind of understand that the relationship at that point has changed forever, right? Like it's not like you can't ignore the fact that you've hooked up. That's just like, that's how it is now, right? So like you have to be aware of like how this stuff is going to come across, you know what I mean? That when you say something like that, when you hear something like that, you know what I mean? It is a little weird, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say that's
like
controlling.
I
would say he was, look, don't get me wrong, he was weird for going through your phone. I'm not going to lie. At that point, if you have that kind of suspicion, break up. Just leave. because there's nothing good going to happen. I've always
Not even
said,
that. I would say-
if you
I would
go
say-
to the
I would say talk
scoreboard,
about it.
it's too late. Yeah.
I would say
Talk about it. Talk about
You know
it's
what I'm
fair.
saying? If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really
Talk
feel
about
like
it's
that,
fair. Yeah, yeah.
Talk about it. Or worst case scenario, you don't want to talk about it, leave. Don't go start violating privacy. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. We'll talk about it
That being
first, right?
said,
Definitely talk about it
it's
first.
too
Yeah.
late. He opened Pandora's box. He saw what he had
Yeah.
to see, right?
Yeah, yeah.
My point is this.
Yeah, yeah.
While I understand that, like, bro, being a woman is hard. Like, straight up. Like, you just be on Snapchat and nigga send you a picture of his dick. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
like, bro,
seriously.
if I was just living my life and, like, holding my phone and looking at it, and some woman sent me a picture of her, like, her whole vagina, no holds bar. It wasn't even like, hey, baby, I'm thinking about
Well, it's
you.
like
Here's a
I'm in the
picture
middle of work or
nothing.
something. Yeah, yeah. You're just
I'm
like,
out
you're,
to eat.
yeah,
My
yeah.
mom
I'm out
sent
to
me a
eat.
picture
Yeah,
of
yeah.
vagina.
Exactly.
I
It's
would
like,
be
what the fuck? Yeah,
flabbergasted.
okay, yeah.
I would be shell shocked. I would be like, I'd be like, I just would be reeling. I wouldn't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, it's just it's
applying
intense,
that to
so,
a woman,
yeah.
and then, like, obviously, like, the power dynamic of women male relationship is different in that aspect. And adding that onto it, sure. This dude asked you to send nudes. First off, you're in a relationship. Me personally, if someone texted my girlfriend and said send nudes, and
Yeah.
she wasn't a sex worker and getting paid for it, and
Fair.
she sent anything back to that nigga besides a middle finger and a block button, I would have an issue with that.
Because I just feel like it's like
entertaining
what
outward
Yeah.
attention from another person. You don't. Why are you entertaining that? Why? You know what I mean? You're like, even not even like entertaining it, but like you're inviting a problem. You're inviting me to like suspect
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
now I'm like, okay, so she's fine, like talking to this dude, not making any money, and he wants to see nudes of her. How like that's plants a seed of doubt in my head.
Well, I
How
see
do
what you're
know
saying.
she's
It's like,
not
if
out
this
hanging out
guy
with her
can't-
girls and
Yeah.
this guy's not around and they're not at the club making out, or how do I know that she's even hanging out with their girls when she says she's going out? How do I know who she's texting on her phone? I'm always want to be like, every time she's on her shit, because I know what type of time she's on with that.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Well, that's- I mean,
before I
yeah.
even looked at her phone, just knowing that the first instance occurred and she sent a picture of noodles like as a joke and wasn't like, I have a boyfriend that's really disrespectful, don't do that again. At
Yeah,
least,
like, hey, not
I
now,
would
not
feel
ever.
disrespected. Like, bro, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm your boyfriend. What the fuck?
Well, isn't that the biggest thing though, right? Is like it is kind of one of those things where it's just like, hey, I don't know, like we are dating, right? So like I understand why he feels paranoid about like not about her affection. That's crazy. If you were being more affectionate because you did feel guilty about this or whatever, that's your problem, but like that's no reason to like convince somebody that like, oh, you're cheating me, blah blah blah. So not to say that he's 100% perfect, but I can definitely understand where he might be like totally
can
paranoid
understand.
about this. Like if that's who if he believes that you're constantly like, you know, if you're having dudes like this in your life that have hooked up with you that don't understand that boundary, right? Because like even if you understand that boundary, that's still like you said, kind of like Beke said, it's kind of entertaining that guy in your life still, which is
Yeah.
opening up that opportunity, you know, and
It's the opportunity for
it's
infidelity.
one
It's
thing
the
to
opportunity
really
for problem.
it's one
the
thing to
opportunity- you know
clearly
what I mean?
is
Temptation.
establish boundaries though. It's one thing to clearly establish boundaries, right?
Right.
Because I've been in relationships like that where it's like, again, I'm friends with people that I've hooked up with before. We've established like boundaries about that situation moving forward, yeah. But the truth of the matter is, it's just like if you're not going to be mature about it, then your option there as a human being is to cut that person off. As tough as it must be, you have to cut them off. If they're not going to respect the sanctity of your relationship, then like you have to cut them off. However, if your partner is also if your partner is going to be this,
if
you
your
know,
partner's
much about
26
it,
and cheating on you, maybe leave him.
I would say too, I do agree with your earlier assessment though. Usually when, I mean, this is kind of a classic case of like when partners get like overly paranoid like this, it's because, you know, they're kind of looking for something else.
They're looking for an
you
out.
know, yeah,
or
they're
they
looking
already
for
did
an out.
something. They're
Yeah.
looking to be absolved of sins.
And if he's
That's
he's
sad.
obsessing over little things like this, it's probably because he's like, you know, looking for any excuse to get mad at you, to be like, well, oh my god, I've had so many problems with you recently, you know.
Bro, I've seen that. I've seen that same type, not anything to this level, but like I've seen the same time shit in not only my relationships.
Yeah.
I'm not talking just about like dating relationships. I mean like friend relationships. I've seen that kind of
Personal.
like tit for tat thing
Oh,
where
yeah.
it's like, oh, you did this to me, so I'm gonna do this, and that's gonna absolve me of my sins. You know what I mean? Because you did this, I can do this. It's a tip, you know what I mean? Eye for an eye.
Like,
sort of thing.
that's constant with cheating, right? Where like somebody cheats on somebody, and then they'll be like, well, now I'm gonna go out and fuck somebody because like you cheated, and it's like. That's not the way to solve. Like I said, like if you're at the scoreboard checking the scoreboard, it's already over.
Yeah,
like you
you
need
already
to like
lost the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your head in the fucking game. No
yeah,
Troy
exactly.
Bolton, nigga.
Yeah.
No Troy Bolton, nigga. Get your fucking head in the game, nigga.
Gotta get your head in the game.
Get your fucking head in the game, nigga.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we've
turned. Here's a bell.
Bing. I think we've circled around this one a few times,
Yeah,
but
we
like,
ripped
yeah.
that hoe
So,
up. We ripped
in
that
summary,
hoe
girl
The
19.
girl's not a hoe. I mean the advice. We ripped the advice up.
Both of you need to go. Like, yeah, both of you need to get the fuck out of there. Honestly, like, it's not good for anybody. Yeah.
Run.
All right. Well, let's say we tackle one more tonight, and then we'll wrap up the S tier show for everybody. So, what do we think?
Favor.
Yeah.
Which one is shorter? The
Which one is the
LGBTQ one
shorter?
or
Yeah.
the being groomed? Because that's crazy.
Let's see.
I want to do the being groomed one. Save that. That's wild. But if it's longer than the LGBTQ one, pick the shorter one. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
I'm hungry.
I feel that one. Yeah. Let's.
How we doing tonight, chat? Chat. What the fuck is up, chat? Chat. Who the fuck is
It
up?
looks like the groomed one probably is gonna be shorter,
Is it like?
but like
okay.
by a small margin.
Are
But
they
like,
both like super long?
no, they're both like mid-size. Like they
Okay.
can fit. The groom one fits on one page.
All right, let's pull the
The
groom.
unfollowed one fits on like a page and a half.
Let's get the groomy.
All right.
groomer. We
So
ain't
this
talking about
is.
no Persian cats.
All right. Am I 17-year-old female being groomed? What do I do? So I haven't read through this one. I just saw the title. I thought it was interesting. Had a lot of upvotes. So
I started
let's
skimming.
take a look.
This is crazy. Can I read this one?
Hi. Oh yeah. Please go for
Sick.
it. Yeah.
I love reading out loud.
Yeah. Please go for
Hi. So sorry if this is weird. No, I'm just kidding.
it. You're like a 5th grade remedial kid. Like, so sorry if the is
burner account. Just so
Sounded
I
that.
could ask this. Period. She
Got
didn't
it.
she didn't capitalize shit in this. Goddamn.
The fuck.
Hi. So sorry if this is weird, but I made a burner account just so I could ask this. Any advice is appreciated. I told a friend and she thinks I'm being groomed. Your friend is right.
Your friend
which
is
has
right.
just made me feel really weird and horrible inside. So I just want to know if I actually am. And if so, what then? I, 17 female, have been seeing my piano teacher. You're being groomed. Late 30s.
Yeah. Already.
I literally,
Oh
when I
my
said I was
God, wait a
skimming-
minute.
When I said I was skimming, I read up to that and I was like, this girl's being groomed? Yes.
This
yeah.
exact situation happened to a friend of mine in high
Bro.
school. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
That's
We gotta
crazy.
go back to that.
Yeah.
Let me get through this.
That's crazy. Keep going. Yeah.
It was honestly normal until about a year and a half ago when she split up with her husband. Oh, so the teacher is also F. Okay.
Yeah. They've been having
I'm speaking in Reddit terms.
They've been having an in lesbians relationship
Okay.
with each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is making me believe that this might be less real, but still, holy shit. She kind of became attached to me for some reason, and we were always super friendly. But when she told me she didn't want me to get bored of her, I thought it was getting weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, actually, I also had a similar scenario like this go down in my high school.
Yeah. Right. Like,
Which we can also talk about.
it's kind of crazy. We'll come back on similarities. Yeah.
She started drawing hearts in my books, texting me a lot, and being really touchy. The fuck? Asking to see each other and do things outside of lessons as friends, which is mostly innocent, to be honest. No, it's not, but she just never did any of that before. I wonder why. There have just been a lot of small things like that happening, small enough for me to not be concerned because, after all, I like spending time with her too. I think she's really funny and just nice to be around.
Okay, so when they said seeing earlier, I think they just meant like, no, for years. So like, I think they meant seeing just like as a teacher.
As a teacher?
As a teacher,
Okay.
yeah. And then a year and a half ago, things got weird when they split up with the
Right, when they
husband.
split
And then
up,
this is
and
when
then
the grooming may have started.
grooming
So
may have started.
sorry, go ahead. I just want to clarify that. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense because I was like
Yeah.
confused. I was
Me
literally
too,
about to
yeah.
ask- I was literally about to ask. You had it lined up. This is why I
That's
love
like-
white men. This is sick.
On the radar.
Recently, something happened, and after telling my friend, she has become really concerned for good reason, and I just don't know what to do or think about it. I could tell you. She told me that she wanted to watch a film, but couldn't find it on anything, so I offered to find it for her. Trigger warning, by the way. And let her borrow my laptop because I don't know what I'm about to read.
Yeah, truly.
So she connected to her TV. She said I would just watch it. I should just watch it with her since I was there. And basically, we ended up drinking wine and watching it. Y'all better be in France because that's illegal.
Yeah.
I don't drink much, so I'm a lightweight. I wonder why, because you're underage.
Yeah.
And ended up getting really drunk. Makes sense.
I tried to walk home. Oh my. Wow.
You're a child. You don't have a car. You have to walk
Yeah.
home to a sneaky link with your 30-year-old girl.
Oh my God! With your piano teacher, girl. How do you tell your parents we're gonna go
You're
for a
not
late
even
night
learning
piano lesson? Like,
You're not even
yeah.
learning piano.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah.
You're not learning piano. Oh my God. Mashallah. Alhamdulillah.
But
Oh
all right,
my
it ends.
God.
It ends fine though. It ends fine though if you read on. It says all right. So I tried to walk home. She wouldn't let me. I mean, fine enough, I guess.
Okay,
She
she
took
wouldn't
my
let me.
phone though, and I never felt bad about the situation. So I think she was just being responsible. She didn't do anything else weird. I just passed out. Told me I wasn't allowed to leave like this, so I passed out on her sofa. She didn't do anything else weird, though. I never felt bad about the situation, so I think she's just being responsible. My friend said if she was responsible, she wouldn't have gotten drunk with a 17-year-old, though. And makes total sense, which is why I feel so bad inside now.
Yeah.
All right,
Get a
yeah.
different piano teacher. Tell your mom. Tell the police. Get
Yes,
the fuck away from her.
yes.
She's weird. Check her computers. Check her servers.
Tell
check the
more of your
Wi-Fi.
friends.
See if
Tell
she's
more
using the
people.
VPN.
Yeah.
See if she's 30 and she has Snapchat on her phone, she's grooming you. Check it.
Yeah, check that shit.
Something's
Check that
going on
shit.
under there. What the flipping fuck?
Wow.
I'm
All
like,
right.
what the fuck?
No, that's just fucking wild because it's just like, I mean, thank God you were cognizant enough to be able to share this information with your friends and with Reddit before things
With
went
Reddit.
further. Because like, yeah, I mean,
We
I
got
guess
on the
with
case,
Reddit, yeah.
and we're
Like,
gonna fucking solve this
we
shit,
got
girl.
it, yeah, easy.
We got you, girly.
But like, thank God you came out and talked about this before shit went too far. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's the thing
wild.
about it. Like, it's like this is easily, and I hate to like just put an easy cap on this question, but this is the pipeline of grooming. I mean, you can
Right.
see it right here. This is
thing you know, you got
exactly
things in
it.
your
I
butt.
mean, that's like you get close. She's
really
so
crazy.
funny. She's so sweet. She's the only one I can rely on. Like, that was what she was doing right there, telling her that you can't don't take your phone out because then you could call your friends and family for a ride. Like, that's the thing is there's like, even if she was being semi-responsible
bro,
by not
she
letting
took
you
your
like
phone.
be drunk,
When
like
she said that, when I read that, I was
Yeah.
like, she took my phone.
No,
I was like,
no.
I don't know why that makes me uncomfortable. Because
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person, like, I'm a very pragmatic, logical person.
Yep, yeah.
She's drunk. She's trying to leave. How do
Yeah.
I get her to stop her to leave? Grab her phone. You can't leave without your phone. Of course, they're going to come back. Okay, you're too drunk to drive.
No, and
You're
you
too
can't
drunk to
call
walk on the
anybody.
road.
Yeah.
Sit down. Let's get some water on you. Like, that's something I would do to one of my friends
Yeah.
who is the same age as me. Or, like, if, like, I've done that with, like, drunk ex and
Yeah.
shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're trying to take care of them. Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not in this context where it's like, I'm taking your phone, you can't call anyone. Da, 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 da. That is wild.
yeah. It is just like,
Like,
I mean, that's the
why-
thing is
okay.
it is clear. I mean, first off, again, like I would just put this out there. Like, there is, as the other post put it, right? There is situations where older folk are going to be hanging out with younger folk, and I've known people with large age gaps. I'm not going to necessarily say anything. First off, when you get under 18, that's when shit gets extremely bad already. So first off, that's just
Under
like a red
18 is
flag
crazy.
immediately. Under 18 is crazy. Yeah. That's just like already no-go zone, as we all know, of course. Very easy to define law there. But like once you get over 18, right, then you can start getting into like age gaps and whatever. But I don't know. What is that? 17 to late 30s. That's a 20-something year age gap. I'm sorry. That alone, first off, should just be a red flag. I understand being friends with older. I work in theater, so there's plenty of like older folks and younger folks that are like hanging around each other and everything. And I've gone to get beers with older people than much older than I am. But that's as far as it's gone. I maybe gone to their house to grab a beer or something like that. Like, I'm not
hooked up
like
with older women.
You know what I mean? yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's it. Like, that's, but at a certain point, it's like you just, I don't know. There's not a lot of friendships to be had at that level.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? It's just
that's
like,
what I was
yeah.
about to say. I've
Yeah.
hooked up with older women. I've not dated older women
Yeah.
because I don't have anything in common with like a fucking 27, 28, 29, 30-year-old. I'm 22 years old. Like, yeah, I can go fuck like a 25-plus-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Sure. But that bitch is like focused on like her 401k and like a career. Like, bro,
26. You're killing me.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm dragging my dick around.
That's where I'm at
You know what I
26,
mean?
focusing on my
You got your
401k.
401k. See what I'm saying? Nigga focus on his 401k. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's
it's
so
like,
funny.
I'm out here
Yeah,
dragging
yeah.
my dick around and
Yeah.
shit, doing dumb shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
out here talking my shit on a podcast. Like, I don't got time to be like fucking bitches. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's just
like, and, like,
just
licking
not
with
like
an older bitch, or even a younger
so
bitch
first
at
off,
that too.
any conflict of interest relationship, right? Teacher to
Yeah.
student. I'm sorry, immediate teacher to student. It's like that. You just can't. You can't do that, right?
Someone's
Secondly,
paying her-
that
someone's
massive
paying
age gap.
her
Thirdly,
to fuck
under
you.
18, right? The
That's
fact that she's
wild.
17. It's like there's just nothing. You're not gonna like. There's no argument for it, right? There's nothing that this teacher could say that would not make her look like a weirdo, right? That like was like, oh, she's so mature, but like you just don't understand. We're so connected. It's like, no,
yeah. Your mom,
yeah,
who is none the wiser, is paying this person.
Yep.
To fuck on you.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's basically prostitution.
It's grooming. I mean, that's like you're
if you
like
look at it from that, you know what I mean? Like, look at it from that lens, right? Someone's paying a teacher to then go and groom a child. That's prostitution.
No, it is, and it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. You're like,
Nigga,
so
what?
I will say again, just like positives here. Like I'm so glad that this person was able to get online, and I'm hoping just based on the amount of karma that they got here and the amount of comments that they got here,
Mad
they were
karma.
able to like
Comments.
They were able to get somebody to be like, for the love of God, avoid this person, call the cops, tell your parents, like just don't like continue to see this person whatsoever, because like this is the like, because that's the thing when people talk about grooming, right? Like it is one of those terms that like some people are like, oh, we don't want to throw that around. It's like, no, we kind of do. We kind of need to like make sure that we're ready to throw that at situations like this if we need to, because like older folk taking advantage of the naivete of younger folk, especially in a day and age with social media, with everyone wanting to be so much older than they are right now, especially younger folk. I mean, that's just like, it's clear example of grooming, and this is the pipeline of how that shit happens right here. This is the easy shit of how that happens. And as Beke and I mentioned, I mean, we both had similar situations in our lives where something like this happened. Admittedly, it was also with a friend of mine who was I believe 16 or 17 at the time, and their piano teacher who was in his 40s. So, you know, it's like one of those things that like when we found out about it, I remember at the time being more passive to it because I respected my friend, and at this point I just wish that like I would have been stronger about my opinions about that. You know what I mean? Been like, nah, girl, like that's crazy that like he's doing this to you, and like that you're basically like cheat. Like what ended up happening was this: she was like cheating on like his wife with him, essentially. Like behind their back. Like he had like a wife and 2 kids, and like they were like cheating like during the piano lessons and everything like that, which again was a little grody.
You're not even learning piano.
It's a little grody for her too, I'm not gonna lie. But like anyways, I will not name her, of course, you know, and not
name her
no
right now.
no qualms to this person. She grew up to be a very awesome individual,
Yeah,
and
we
like,
respect
you know,
you, the
very
struggles that
much
you've been
respect.
through.
Yeah, because
Women
you
are
learn
beautiful
from that
natural.
shit. Yeah. But like at the time, you know, I think there was a lot of folks, and she as well mentioned that it's just like, you know, it's like it goes too far before you realize that it's wrong. And so I'm glad that this person was able to recognize that at least this, like what was going on was at least a little strange and worth examination.
Suspect as
so yeah.
fuck. Bro, so
that's why tell your friends everything. Listen to what they say.
Bullshit.
Tell your friends everything.
Don't
tell your
ever
friends
leave your friends out of the loop. Tell your friends
No,
everything.
tell your friends everything.
It's not talking shit. You're talking about shit.
Yeah.
It's not talking shit. You're talking about shit.
And it's not oversharing either. Yeah.
Talking about shit matters, bro.
It does.
Talking about shit matters. I've always said that.
Yeah. Big way.
But yeah, bro. And like same thing where it's like this girl, I won't even say I was friends with her. I just was like a high school colleague.
Yeah.
We had a lot of classes together. And like because we had a lot of classes together, I was a pretty well known guy in my high school. I'm not gonna say I'm popular. I just knew everyone. Was cool with everyone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And yeah, my sophomore year is my first year coming in, like moving back from Delaware to Mass. And I was in this history class with like this teacher, and he was like the cool teacher. Like everyone fucked with this guy. I don't want to name names. Everyone fucked with this guy. He was a cool teacher. Everyone called him Mr. S. Like everyone called him Mr. S. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone called him like Mr. Like the quick name. Like, oh, you're one of us.
Yeah, I used to call bro by his first name. Like we were cool. You know what I mean? I'm calling him bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, and then like, and he was a kind of dude who would like super overshare. The first like 20 to 30 minutes of class would just be like him talking about his life, and then like that would make other students talk about their life. But looking back now, it was like, nigga, we don't need to know about your life. Like we knew he lived with his mom. Why do we know that? We knew about like his whole relationship with his girlfriend. We knew about like his figurine collection. Like either this guy was like autistic or like just like weird.
Well, it's like because it's like just one of those things that like I totally get. Like I have friends who are teachers, and you know they always talk about like you want to be connected to the students, right? You want to feel like the students are like one and the same, but like at a certain point you don't want that to go too far. You know what I mean? Like I had teachers like that too that I felt cross that line. And because they were trying to be too cool, and at a certain point it was just like you're getting into boundaries that are like uncomfortable, man. This
could have been a situation where like just like that, where like you're just getting too comfortable. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like,
Let
me keep prattling
Please
down
go.
this line, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm in this class with Mr. S and this girl. We'll call her Jennifer.
Okay.
Jennifer is like the it girl at this high school. Everyone thinks she's hot. Everyone likes her. She's super popular and funny. She's just a popular tape. You know what I mean? Like that kind of bubble gums and and shit, right? And she's in my class and just ends up getting close with Mr. S. And like, it was whatever. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We're
you guys, you're friendly, whatever.
After a while of like just going through the school year with this guy, me and my girlfriend at the time were like, yo, like that nigga Mr. S is weird.
Yeah.
Like
you start to notice things,
like,
right?
He's always like talking to Jennifer. He's always like, they're always having one-on-one conversations. Like there'll be times where she's like sitting on his desk. Yeah. And like, yo, why is the student sitting on your desk? And he's like sitting down. You know what I mean?
It's just a mad weird look. It's just a mad weird look. I don't care if it's innocent. Like
I mean,
if you have a one-on-one with a student and the door is closed and she's sitting on your desk, it's the start of a porno. I'm sorry. It's a weird look,
bro.
I used to have a dean that did that all the time. We always called him Dean D because anyways.
So let me keep prattling down this line, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And this is partly my fault because I, like everyone knows, I like to talk a little bit of shit. I also like to talk about shit. Me and my girl at the time, we're like telling our friends like, yo, that nigga Mr. S is mad weird.
Yeah.
Like,
watch out for this shit.
At this point in time, I don't know if this is like a school-wide rumor, but like I'd like to take credit for it and apologize. And yeah, everyone's talking about it, etc. It gets big. The whole school's talking about it, right?
Okay.
This nigga Mr. S and his girl break up, like his girlfriend. Why do we know that? Don't know. He's telling us. He was, bro, swear to God, crying to us. Like, oh, me and my girl broke up. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just moved out of my apartment and like I just got this roommate and it's like I'm so lonely. Like, yo, I'm 16, dog.
Yeah. Like I got math problems,
like, I'm
dude.
lonely
Like
too. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I'm also like I'm 16. I'm lonely as shit. Like I don't even like. I've never had sex before.
You know
like
I
don't know
mean?
what's going on in my life. Yeah,
You know
exactly.
Like, literally. And I'm like,
I don't know.
Even then, I'm like, this is really weird that he's telling us this.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. He's having a vulnerable moment right now.
But you kind of like, especially when you're in high school, you're like, whoa, this like adult is like totally like connecting with me. It's totally, I feel cool. He's cool.
You know
I'm cool.
mean?
We're all
and
cool.
After that, I was like, maybe he's an alright guy. Maybe I'm mischaracterizing him. He might be a real nigga, bro. Let me know why. So I had 2 classes with this Jennifer girl that semester, and they were in the same hallway. And the way our school worked was that like all the buildings on this upstairs hallway all had like a door that connected all to each other, right?
Okay, yeah.
So like we're like 4 or 5 classrooms down, like opposite end of the hallway, and like in the middle of like a creative writing class, right? And our history teacher comes barreling in through one of the side doors, and he's like literally bawling a mess, and he's like, yeah, I just need to talk to Tessa, please. I said her name. I just need to talk to Jennifer, please.
Jennifer, I heard Jennifer. Yeah.
I had to talk to Jennifer, please.
Wait, the history. So like this is the Mr. S. He comes in bawling. Yeah.
Comes in bawling to the English teacher's class.
He's like, I need to talk to this student.
I need to talk to this student. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it'll be quick. And we're all like, what the fuck? And like,
all right.
The whole class isn't hip to the fact that like he broke up with his girlfriend.
Oh,
and I know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're sitting there like,
I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck?
What's about to happen? What's about to happen? Yeah.
And at this period of time, like he didn't have a class. He had a free period. So he just broke up with his girlfriend. He's crying so sad, and he's about to go to a 16-year-old, 17-year-old girl to console him and bring her to a private classroom.
Yeah, I had teachers like this.
Yo, when I say that nigga got fired so quick, it's
no
like
way.
My head spun.
Yeah,
I didn't
really?
even realize he got fired, my nigga. Like,
wow,
it was crazy.
Like with that incident, they were like, no fucking way.
The straw that broke the camel's back, because we'd all heard about it. And bro, I'll tell you this too.
Yeah.
This girl's mother worked at the school.
Oh, really?
So it like the fact, like all of these things compounding, like I can safely look back and be like, yeah, I'm like, it's fucked up that I started that rumor. I don't know for sure, but if I hadn't, who knows how bad that shit would have gone.
Well, and that's the thing, right? It's like,
even knows
I don't know,
what
like
shit went down.
Yeah.
That like we weren't privy to, bro. Like I said, this girl's mother was a teacher. She was throwing Christmas parties for her coworkers, and he was coming over to their house, bro.
It's
coming
like
over to their house.
That's the thing about it, right? Is like I understand in certain situations where like for instance, like in certain BDSM relationships or whatever, like you don't necessarily want to be super like chalant with your sexual views or whatever, but like at a certain point, it's like any type of sexual relationship that the other person is urging you to like not communicate about to anyone else at a certain point is a red flag. I'm sorry. Like at a certain point, it's like if there's any sort of relationship whatsoever that you don't feel like that you can tell people about this, or your other partner is telling you shouldn't talk about this, that's it. You know what I mean? That's like, yeah, that is,
you're done.
Yeah, that is grooming. Done. You are being groomed by an older person. Like it is an inappropriate relationship. You should not be involved in it. Like one and done. So that's I think your story said there so appropriately. Like it was like if she, you know, God forbid that, you know, he was able to like tearfully convince her or guilt trip her even, you know what I mean? Because I've heard that happen before, right? Like people just being pathetic to the point where it's like they just feel guilty, right? And like that's like, you know, that girl just did something, made a mistake that she'd never understand because she was so young. So like, yeah, I don't know whether it was your rumor or not that got her fired, like got him fired. Like I'm happy that like that situation was brought to light, because I think what we said here, just like just keep talking about it, right?
Even bro, like coming into the classroom a mess and be like, can I talk to her please? While the
that's a rock bottom
mid-class, and it's like he's crying, bawling his eyes out.
Yeah.
Like bro, my first thought is like, okay, this girl's mom works at the school.
Yeah.
Like, or not my first thought, but like if I was that teacher, not knowing anything outside of that, just seeing that, I'd be like, okay, this girl's mom works at the school. Like, what if she like got into a car accident or like died or like passed out in class or something?
Yeah,
like,
something happened.
Like that kind of shit doesn't happen. Like you don't pull a child out of class like that.
Like bawling,
bawling your ass out unless something serious.
Well, I used to that dean I was telling you about before. He used to call people out. He used to like call girls out of class like all the time. Like he would call them and just be like, yeah, I need to see like so and so down in my office for a second here for like some professional development, he would call it. Yeah, so we always called them D's girls, but like anyways, like it was just like one of those things that like, yeah, it's like that shit shouldn't happen, and there's no reason that like an adult should need to like pull a teenage girl in the middle of class, especially if he's clearly emotionally compromised. So it's
Bro
like
was in shambles.
Yeah,
I
like
never seen a grown man that down bad. She was
it's just
nuts
like
to me.
I've
Never seen a grown man that down bad, and I look in the mirror every day.
and I see
crazy to me.
myself. Wow. All right. Well, hey, that was good advice there.
Holy
So yeah, crazy stories here on the Reddit threads. I can't believe people are going through this shit. That's insane. But thank you for communicating that to the viewers, because like holy crap. So thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been the S Tier Show here on Tuesday, November 14th. I am Duke. That is Bakay right there. We gave in you some S Tier stories, some news reactions, and some S Tier advice here. On Thursday, secret S Tier guest. So come on over to check it out. Link soon, yeah.
Tomorrow when I get all the intricacies and details figured out. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but hey, you always know it's going to be somebody great, somebody exciting, somebody good, somebody interesting, because we've had plenty of S Tier guests here so far on the S Tier Show. So thanks so much to everybody for joining in. Thanks for everybody for popping in the chat, especially like Jay Zito, Tyler Nocturne, Jerk. You guys were wicked active today. Very much appreciated. Kuba as well, and thank you very much to Ashen for popping in as well. Good to see you. And for all the follows as well. Don't forget, we are trying to get to that 50 follower count before the end of the year so we can reach affiliate status. So if you're not already following us on Twitch, follow us on Twitch and subscribe and like on YouTube. Email us your problems, talk to us. We want to hear from you at stiershow@gmail.com. But other than that, I hope you guys have an S Tier evening and stay S Tier. Yeah, what's up?
You wanna
pop in?
You wanna play him out with our famous wave?
Our famous wave, yeah.
You wanna do the
What was the song we used? Dude? Are you talking about the wave or just give him the wave?
Yeah. I'll just throw the applause on and
we'll
fucking,
give him the famous wave out.
You know
All
what I
right,
mean?
this has been the S Tier Show, everybody. Thanks for popping in.
Thank you. Thanks for thank you.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. Wow, thank you. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, really? Oh my God. Wow.
I appreciate you guys. Pants, boy. I like the way you wear those pants. I like the way you wear those pants.
I like
That's
your
great.
shirt. That's a great shirt.